Oh, hello everyone. It's Yogi here. I hope you're well. Happy Sunday. I know some of you might be wondering, why are we doing Aimee Stewart on Sunday? I know. We tried yesterday, didn't we? And we had probably the shortest streams ever on the channel and two little bits, okay? And so the internet, okay? I personally blame the internet. And it's not my fault. It's not my fault. But yeah, we're back today, and I checked the connection just before the stream. Unless it's lying to me, I think we're pretty good. Pretty good. if the data can be trusted, it says excellent connection. Okay, so fingers crossed. And yes, it looks a little bit like deja vu, isn't it? So yesterday, we tried to work on this project, or I did, and we got kicked out. So I had two choices after the stream, and I go, well, do I just go ahead and stitch it, which I really wanted to, but at the same time, I want to preserve the experience with you. This is our Aimee Stewart, right? So I decided to work on my Gecko Rouge project instead. That piece needed a little bit of work, and of course we are going to stream with that piece very soon as well. But so I preserved this piece for you, okay, just for you. All right, I don't do this for everybody, and I put it in the freezer overnight, and to keep it, frozen in time. So today we can come back and continue as if nothing ever happened, right? Our SAL day is today. Are you ready, guys? Okay, so this piece is Traveling Library, and it's by Aimee Stewart, of course. Today is our Sunday. Aimee Stewart Sunday, improvise here, and it's absolutely beautiful. If you've never seen this mock-up, I need to show it to you. Okay, where have you been, first of all? And have a look at that. And you tell me you don't want this piece. If you don't want to stitch this piece, raise your hand. Just go, I just do not like it. I hate it. And you are special. But for me, the moment we saw it, and by we say me and the chat, and quite a few of you, we just fell in love with this piece and the richness of the color scheme. It's just tapestry. It feels like you could hang on a wall, and this would be some sort of historical painting or something like that. And it's just so rich, and the style is so consistent. So consistent. It's not all over the place. Aimee Stewart pieces, sometimes you have the shelves. It's really great fun. You transition from one theme to the other. Not so much themes, but, object to the other. And it's like a playground. But this one is a view. Okay, it's solid. It's beautiful. And the style is so consistent. And it's full of surprises everywhere. Everywhere you look, there are patterns, there are motifs, there are, things going on, the objects, and I'm really looking forward to it. And let me show you my progress. I know I showed this yesterday, but some of you may not have been here, okay? Let's start fresh. So this is where I am right now. I started from the center top and gradually working downwards in no particular, some direction. I'm going down, okay, but I'm kind of branching out either way. I'm just stitching whatever I like, and today is going to be one of those days, okay. And this is a portrait piece, so you can see it's a little bit on the top, and a little bit to go. A few more sessions, okay? If we don't get kicked out, a few more sessions. And let me show you the numbers here. So yesterday, spring was still going. I did 0 stitches. I probably marked a few stitches, but let me just erase this, okay? Let's pretend it never happened. Everything is just all good. And so I want to draw your attention to my progress here. Currently over 2%, 2.3. 2.3. I'm not mad about that at all. Over 2% for me is a great number. And this one is regular size, max colors. Okay, so look at the color here. It is one color short of the max, 240. 240 is the maximum number of colors you can go. And this one has got 239. What happened to the last number, last color? Add one more, make it max, and I'm going to start to sprint here, right in front of you. And this counter is going to capture every single stitch I'm going to be stitching today. Okay, so hello guys, welcome back. Yes, great to see you. I know we don't, I don't think we've done Sunday Aimee Stewart SAL before. Why not? Why not? You know, every day is Aimee Stewart Day. And we have, I know there was a little incident earlier on, okay? Some of you probably noticed I created a stream and then I accidentally deleted it. Okay, I know. How many streams have we done? It's 281 streams, and I'm still making this kind of rookie mistakes. Okay, so sincere apologies. So some chat happened before the stream may have been gone. Okay, but let's start fresh. If you were first in the chat earlier on, and give me a little wave. Okay, so we have Amanda here. Amanda says, "Good day. Fine stitches." Yes, indeed, the best stitches in the chat, okay, and watching as well. You know who you are. And Linda as well. Hello, great to see you, Linda Diamonds. And Michelle, my lovely Michelle is here. Hello, hello, waving with two hands. And Suzanne as well. Hello, great to see you, Suzanne. And we also have Daria. And Miring, oh Miring, I haven't seen you for a little while. And Laura as well. Laura's back with us, very patient. Thank you so much. And Susan as well. Yes, thank Susan. I beg for your forgiveness. Yesterday, no stream. Very short ones. Oh, okay, very short ones. Fingers crossed indeed. And Heather is back here as well. Oh, Heather is providing a little bit of report here. Heather says, hello stitches. I'm at 19,094 stitches and 4.93% on traveling library. Right, that sounds like a great number, but I'm not saying only 4.9, but it sounds like it should be more, shouldn't it? Just under 5%. That's tremendous. That's more than double of my stitches here. Slow down, Heather. Wait for Yogi. And yes, and Heather says, hoping today will be 20k stitches. Let's have a look. Oh, only about, you know, under, just slightly over 200, right? You can do it, Heather. You can do it, Heather. I will cheer you on. I'll cheer you on. 20% for Heather today. And we also have Gayla. Hello, great to see you, Gayla. And Mandy Moran is here. And is it Sanet? Yes. If you're new to us, hello to you. And Alison Rennie says, evening, everyone. And who else have we got? Rachel Morton is also here. Hello, Rachel. And Dragon Lady as well. Hello. And yes, oh, Dragon Lady is stitching Sudeki by Aimee Stewart. Yes, bring your Aimee Stewart piece here. If you haven't got one, go grab one. And let's have a look. And Lefty Gemini is also here, a lot of usual suspect from yesterday. And welcome back. So good to see you again. And Rajao as well. Hello, hello. And Civis, hello. And let's have a look. Peaches is back with us. Good to see you. And who is this? Shelley? Lulu, hello if you're new to us, and hello to you, and welcome. And Crafty, Tabby Cat as well, and BLT, our BLT is back here, Betty, and Grace Houston as well. Welcome everyone. Come join me. I cannot wait. I put this one in the freezer, okay, and I defrosted it just before the stream, so it's well preserved and just right at the point we got kicked out yesterday. And so today, yes, I'm going to carry on what I said yesterday. If you're here, I'm kind of in the mood to kind of just travel really far. Maybe not, you know, extreme, you know, Nikki style, but I just fancy taking any color I fancy and just start traveling with it without overthinking about what I'm stitching, and allow the magic to take care of itself. You know, eventually, as I build up the stitches, the image will emerge. So I have faith, and I hope you do as well. And I'm going to just enjoy what is happening here, and maybe occasionally move to a different location. I have no idea. This is my plan. My plan is having no plan and just do spontaneous things and just enjoy stitching. And I hope you join me. Right. Let's have a look. And so yesterday, right here, I've got a thread dangling here. I believe it's a 310, okay? A good old 310 we've got here. Let me bring on my work mode. I'm not hiding, okay? I'm not hiding. So That's our work mode. That, yes, indeed, it's a 310. So this is going to be my starting point today. Let's hope it's a Sunday. Nothing's going to go wrong on Sunday, right? And so here we are. And let me know where you're stitching today. I know yesterday some of you, quite a lot of you, probably continue with what you were working, whatever you were working yesterday with Aimee Stewart. Give me an update. Are you working on different piece today, or are you continuing whatever you were doing and joining me with Aimee Stewart? And if you're not stitching Aimee Stewart, I need a report. I need a full report, and I need to know why. All right. And if you don't know who the lady is, hello, join us. It's Aimee Stewart from Heaven and Earth. Yes. Sometimes we talk about things like everybody knows, but actually maybe not everybody knows. Once upon a time, I didn't know who Heaven and Earth was. I just kept seeing people using hashtag hate. And I was thinking, well, these people don't know how to spell head. And what is head anyway? Hashtag head. And it turned out to be hate, okay? And, I need to keep my stitches up to date. Where am I exactly? I am over here. I've already done these ones. I think I did the first row. Let me double check. Indeed, I've done the first row there. So I can come down here and just find my way around. We want to start from the right spot, don't we? Hey, Rajal. Yes, 310 for Rajal. Yes, spooky bingo. The first spooky bingo goes to Rajal. Welcome. And, is this supportive spooky bingo? Maybe it's from Linda and Susan. Susan is where Susan is stitching. Are you stitching samplers? Yes, like a long dog or something. It's all black. And I know. And but that counts, absolutely counts. Spooky bingo is spooky bingo. So this area, there are quite a lot of darker colors, so it's quite nice. Was kind of relaxing Sunday stitching. I'm not fighting with anything confetti or air stitching, that kind of stuff. Today it's all about just free flowing. Lynn, hello. Lynn says, hi, Yogi. Hope you're okay. Glad you're back. Me too, Lynn. Did you miss me? And Lynn says, hello, stitchers, and love to Cynthia. Hope you're doing okay. Yes, Cynthia, if you have some update for us, come to say hello. If stitching is not quite, if you're not quite ready for it, just hang out for a chat. And I hope things are better every day. Suzanne says, I was planning to work on love letters, but I started a new piece. And I wanted to finish a bit before rotation. I'm working on sleeping kittens in flowers from Artisy. Oh, it's a new start, is it? That sounds like fun. Sleeping kitties. That reminds me of the piece Laura is working on. All the kitties. Like, not as many as Laura has. Laura has 19. But I think on that piece, it has a fair number of kitties. And by the way, this is 28 count, okay? This is 28 count. I'm doing 1/1 with DMC. No controversy there. So let me fill this bit in. And today is all about just stitch without overthinking. So no strategy and just stitch. Clara, hello. Yes, Clara, we're here for now. What a mercy of the internet. But so far, I checked before the stream. I think, we're it's looking fine. It's looking fine. Unless it's lying to me, okay? I hope my broadband will not lie to me. It will hurt my feelings. But we should be good. Should be good. And Laura says, I forgot to charge my tablet, so painting fairy stamp kit for me. Oh, that's interesting. Yes, you don't need an app. And, well, you do need a device to watch yogi, though. So you probably have your phone. But yes, I mean, stamp kit is great, isn't it? You can just pick it up and do it. A little bit like my needlepoint. I think I can kind of, imagine what the stamp kit would be like. My needlepoint, it projects a little bit like that. It doesn't have symbols, but it's all printed with colors. And there are not that many colors. We're talking about probably like less than 15. So it's very easy to work out what is what. I don't need to refer to anything. And it's great fun. Sometimes I just want to, have a no string attached, stitching session of some sort. I just pick up my needlepoint. Those projects, I've got 3 ongoing, and 2 of them, I've had them for maybe 5 to 6 years. I don't know why it's taken me so long to find a flow, but this time I'm really feeling it. I love needlepoint. I fell in love with it again, and it's a great way to practice 10 stitches as well, and continental. I'm stitching with continental. And I've got my coffee ready for me as well, just freshly brewed before the stream. Let me know what you're drinking, your power drinks. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Yes. Susan already stitched on Traveling Library today. Oh, have you? Yes. Susan is doing quite well with the Traveling Library, nice and steady progress. And Susan's working on 16 count, right? So it's going to be, the finished piece is going to be as large as a double duvet, king size. This is feeling good. And yesterday I really enjoyed the Gecko Rouge session as well. I didn't do like huge amount of stitches as usual, as me we're talking about, but I really enjoyed it because my Gecko Rouge has the same spec as this one, 28 count, DMC 1/1, and so kind of scratch the edge a little bit. And I put this one in the freezer overnight. And Michelle says, stitching on Traveling Library, loving it. Yes, if you're stitching this piece with me right now, give me a little wave there. I want companies. I love having companies when, if, the chat is stitching the same piece as me. If you're stitching this piece as we speak, give me a little wave. And if you're watching replay and you're stitching this piece, give me a little wave as well in the future. And are you stitching 310? Oh, wouldn't that be magical? All right. Oh, the last leg was a bit dodgy. Hey, Chelsea, great to see you. Chelsea's in the UK as well. And Heather says, if you are stitching with no string attached, you won't get very far. Heather, oh, as sharp as anything, Heather. Yes, top form today, top form. Okay, yes, I need some sort of string. And this one is actually, it doesn't have to be there. I just checked the chart. There's only 1 stitch. Yes, Heather, indeed. The wisdom from Heather. You need to have strings attached. All right, then. Otherwise, it's going to be the actual air stitching, not the metaphor air stitching, but actual air stitching. Natalia, hello. Great to see you. Natalia says, hi everyone, finished stitching for today. Made 390 stitches on Traveling Library, now in bed. Already, yes, Natalia, 99, sweet dream, and well done. That's nearly 400 stitches on Traveling Library. And we'd love to see your progress on the Facebook group. And 99 to Natalia. Just one more here. Dragon Lady's drinking water as usual. That's very nice. I love water. I have a water with me all the time, all day long. Wherever I go, I always have water with me. Here we go, and let's have a look. I'm gonna just go over here and just pick this one. This is quite dark as well. 939. It's a very dark brown. It's almost black. No, it's navy. It's navy. It's actually blue. Yes. 939. It's very dark as well. Oh, I'm enjoying this. Let me just adjust my hoop here. And maybe I can zoom in just a tiny bit. Why not? Yes. So this is where the arch is, just above the bed. That is so beautiful. Let's have a look. This one, 939. Susan said queen size. Do not be shy, okay? If it's a super double king, Las Vegas king, go for it, okay? And scanty stitching, stitches, whatever. It's one string of word, one single word. Says, hi all, stitching for the first time with my new thread card. Set up, downloaded from Yogi. Oh, well done. Well done. And did you laminate it? You don't have to. But if you laminate it, it will last you forever. And I hope you enjoy it. It's a system that's working for me really well, and for years now, and the version you downloaded is a new edition. It's more optimized with the card size, and also with the numbers pre-populated as well, so you don't have to write all those numbers yourself. So it's an upgrade. It's an upgrade for myself as well. So enjoy it. Yes, Dragon Lady, I know strings must be attached or you float away, or I'll be doing air stitching like playing air guitar. No one can hear. This one is so close to Sweet 10, you can't tell apart, but there's a blue tint. It's blue and not black. And also, as I'm stitching, I would like to be a little bit more relaxed as well, with carrying threads behind the stitches. Okay, I'm going to be a little bit more generous. I'm not going to go like way over, like that's not going to happen. But I would like to maybe, from time to time, just for convenience and, efficiency, I might carry it slightly more than, maybe 2 stitches. Normally, beyond 3, I would stop and then start again. But I'm training myself to be a little bit less rigid about that. Just take a deep breath. And Shelley says, this is a really pretty, this is a pretty project. Love your Gecko Rouge piece. I'm a huge fan of both Gecko Rouge and Pain-Free Craft. Hate are good too, just prefer charting of the other ones. Yes, I can definitely feel the difference. I never thought I would say this, but having stitch, you know, because for my full coverage, you know, experience, I started off with mostly hate, so I was kind of getting, you know, got used to the type of colors, the type of stitches, kind of the way it's charted, you know, the level of confetti, etc. And it wasn't until I stitched Gecko Rouge I noticed a difference, and I was very surprised. Just, you know, charts charted by different companies has different feel to it. And recently I also stitch Stitch is So Beautiful as well, and I can feel the difference. I can feel the difference. This part is looking a little bit okay. All right, fine, that's fine. Just double checking the stitches. But recently stitching Stitch is So Beautiful, I could feel the difference. I think every single chart designers has their own charting style, and you can feel it. And it's fun, isn't it? It's not just the patterns. It's the fact that the way it's charted, you can kind of sense how they build those colors. I know it's probably mostly software, but I'm sure every chart designers have their own, you know, ways of doing it. And Stitch is So Beautiful, for instance, has a lot of colors that rarely, you know, you rarely come across with Hade. It uses quite a lot of the first 35 colors. So Miriam says I was stitching with 310 and 939 on my supersize Kitty Heaven. For today's stitching, my Aimee Stewart New Start makes number 4 Aimee chart. Well done, Miriam. So another Kitty pattern, supersize as well. Is Kitty Heaven the one Laura is stitching? You know, a lot of little head of kittens. It's so heavenly. And recently, I've got a new friend as well, a kitty friend. Now I've officially named her, I think it's a lady cat, Oreo, because she looks identical to the Felix. You know, the cat food brand, Felix. If you visualize Felix on the label, that's what Oreo looks like. Black and white. And I love black and white cats. Oreo just started visiting me recently. I don't know where she came from. I'm pretty sure she's got an owner because she's so well groomed and very well fed. But she's always hungry. She loves Shiba cat food. And, you know, I'll give her a sachet. A recent couple of days, she's been coming twice a day for breakfast, for supper, and she's just eating so much. I hope she doesn't gain so much weight, and her mummy or daddy is gonna go, "What's happening to my Oreo?" But just in case it's maybe a cat owned by somebody and gone stray, I'm gonna provide food, okay? Oh, what is happening here? Why am I okay? 2. I may have got 2 king and stitch more stitches than I should. Should I undo it? I think this is all patch of very dark colors. I might be okay because I cannot remember where I put this thread. Where's the last stitch? I might just leave it actually, but I can't remember where the last stitch. Oh, here. Okay. 1, 2. Oh, it's okay. I'm gonna just leave it. or maybe undo it. Should I undo it? Rhetorical. If it's going to be a pain undoing, I'm going to just leave it, because I think all the surrounding stitches are quite dark. All right, I'm going to keep the eyes closed, okay? Do the final 3 here. Chelsea says, I'm really enjoying my new stamp kit. It's a library scene, but it's the biggest plus is that none of the blocks are single color. Really? All blocks have between 5 to 25 colors. 25 colors is a lot. So a block is 100 stitches. 25 color changes. That is, yeah, a lot. Yes, stamp kits can be confetti as well, can't it? So it's not like stamp kit is easier. The stitch size may be generally a little bit larger, but it doesn't mean it's less confetti. Okay, I am going to end this one here. Oh, hang on. So, no. I'm not done yet. I've counted the rows incorrectly. 1, 2. What is happening? 1, 2, 3, and 2 stitches down. So I'm correct so far. Oh, in fact, I'm good. I can do it. Why am I not marking it properly? Let me have a look. Let's see what's happening here. So this is the second row here. So I've got 3, 2 down here. 1, 2. That's one more stitch here. Okay, I can fix it. It's actually kind of trickier when you have whole patch of the same color, because it's much harder, and my excuses anyway, to kind of reference to the stitches, because you really have to count otherwise. Because with different color change, if they're surrounded by different colors, you can use the colors as a reference to check your position. But when everything's all very dark, you could misread the stitches very easily. I can anyway. Okay, I can fix it. 3 more over here. Mandy says, I'm doing the Cross Stitch Studio Mystery SAL and drinking coffee. Very nice. Mystery SAL. So do you generally know what the piece will kind of look like, or is it complete surprise? As in, you don't know exactly what you're stitching until you start. That's quite brave, isn't it? Imagine if it's something you don't like. 1, 2, 3, and maybe one more here. We're good. I fix everything. Okay. Oh, I see. Scan's YouTube handle, you can read forward or backwards. Oh, I wouldn't try it. I can't even read it forward. I'm not going to do it backwards. But that's very clever. Amanda says, Yogi won my heart when she introduced retired DMC colors on her thread cards. I still own dozens of scans of discontinued colors. Oh, retired DMC colors. As in discontinued ones. Yes. They do have a few, don't they? Not a great number, not a great number, but Heather says, someday I want to have a rotation with Hade, pain-free craft, pain-free crafts, and Stitch is so beautiful, and maybe a cross-stitch studio, another that I have not tried yet. I know, this year for me is all about adventuring out of Hade as well. I've got enough Hade pieces to keep me very happy, and unless some earth-shattering a pattern that's being dropped and I have to stitch. Otherwise, I'm very happy to kind of venture out and try different things this year. So I'm very excited, very excited. Okay, I would like to try a different color. So let's see if we can branch out, start to flow away with a slightly different color here. That'll be quite fun, wouldn't it? Why not? There's some quite earthy green here. Let's have a look. What is happening? All right. This one looks interesting. Oh, it's a brown actually. Okay, I'm gonna just move in this area. Just fill in a few stitches here. Why not? That looks inviting. 779. 779. It's a brown. Because sometimes when you look at areas like this, it looks a little bit overwhelming. But, from time to time, I'll probably just come back and do a few stitches and see how it goes. Yes, Heather, it's Oreo. I hesitated to give her names because once you give them names, you become too attached, and maybe this kitty might not come back one day, and I'm gonna be sad. But she's just so adorable, and she's so sweet to me as well. She will let me pick her up, like hug her in my arms every morning. For the last few days, she will come and greet me, and she will meow at me and let me hug her and kiss her. I know I'm feeling like I'm cheating on Dolly, but I'm not. Dolly's the center of my universe, okay? But this kitty's so sweet as well and so trusting. So this cat has definitely got somebody. She knows how to use cat flap. She's very used to being hugged. Laura is doing mini catnap. Okay, so it's a different piece. Yes, the catnap is so cute as well. Heather says she's going to be double stuffed Oreo with 2 people feeding her. I know. I'm going to watch her figure, okay? And adjust the diet accordingly. I don't want her to go home one day and her mummy or daddies are going, what is happening to you? We need to go on Weight Watcher. And she's very hungry. I'm just worried that maybe she's gone stray or something. Hopefully not. She's too well kept. And I remember there was one stream we were talking about different flavors of Oreo, and there's some Oreo flavors that's just totally, unnecessary. For instance, the reduced fat Oreo. What are we doing here? If you're eating Oreo, you're not worrying about that. You want all the, goodness of Oreo cookies, whatever it is. Linda says, stitching 310 on my snow leopard. Oh, it's a delay 310, but it counts, okay? So now I know whenever I stitch 310, Susan and Linda, they're having spooky bingo for me automatically. Okay, here. It's auto Spooky Bingo. So this I have to be quite mindful because there's so many stitches. They will look kind of the same. Chelsea says it makes a huge change from my Hogwarts crest that I've just finished, and the background is plain black, and towards the end was thousands of black stitches. Yes, that piece was epic, wasn't it? I don't think it was huge, but the color scheme can be probably quite challenging in a different way. It's not the opposite of air stitching, right? A lot of heavy dark colors everywhere. Reminds me of Gemma's, is it Star Trek, Star War piece? Oh, every time I look at when she does update and pull up that piece, my heart just goes, oh, all the dark stitches. And Gemma really doesn't mind that. And also her Zelda piece as well, kind of a side quest for her. It's full of like tons, just patches and acres of black or dark colors. And she's happy stitching that. I mean, she's made differently for sure. Hey, Travis. Travis says, hi everyone, just posted an update. Oh, Travis maybe has finished another Pokemon. Guys, if you haven't joined our Facebook group, come join us. You get to see all the wonderful projects everybody's stitching. And it's nice to be able to see what we're talking about as well. You know, sometimes when we're talking about some pieces, we don't always get to see the webs on the stream. And it's okay. It's quite nice to be able to reference them and see them on our Facebook group. I remember before the Facebook group was built and we're doing daily stream, and we'll be talking about, you know, some work pieces someone's stitching, and because we weren't able to see the actual sort of web of the stitches, very often we will Google the markups and try to imagine what it looks like. And now we have the Facebook group is great because, you know, you can just post your progress and get to see the full glory. Okay, there's 3 here. 2 over here. And I'm kind of really sort of enjoying 28 again, because this year I spent a lot of time stitching 25, and I've been really enjoying 25 as well. But now I'm kind of, you know, falling in love with 28 again. Not that I wasn't in love with it, but I was more drawn to 25 since the beginning of the year. Oh, look at that. It's looking better already. And Rachel says, I'm not feeling 100% for some reason. Today, I've been taking it easy, drinking vegetable drinks with some immune blend. Or maybe you were, you know, maybe coming down with something. This is probably the before stage. And if you can prevent it, that would be the best thing to do. Because normally if I feel slightly, you know, I can feel something's coming up, I'll do everything I can that you can think of. I'll jump into sauna, I would drink lots of water, I would do whatever. Just take a nap or whatever, just to prevent it before it starts to happen. And that's probably the best policy. Very nice. this one. And I'm going to move down and start to flow stitches downwards here. I'm really looking forward to it. But I want to pick slightly different color. Yes, it's so, yes, Rachel says it's so sweet you hug all the kitties. I know. It's so special when a cat, particularly a cat you don't know, they just come forward from nowhere and they trust you enough for you to hug them. With Oreo, I can rub her belly, I can pick her up, and it's almost like she's been mine for, all her life. It feels like that. It's like it's like an old friend you've just met. You know what I mean? And they're humans like that as well. The people that you come across, you feel like, I definitely have known you for a long time, but you've just met. And you're very lucky if you meet one of those. Either your partner or a friend, There are people like that. Because as we grow older, it's harder to make close friends. Do you not think? All my friends are from, back many years. But occasionally you come across individuals that you connect, even though you've just met. And you kind of just trust them, Susan says, sounds like she's a tart. See, this is what it is. The different interpretation of the same event. Here's Rachel says, oh, that's so sweet, Yogi, hug all the kitties. And here's how Susan says, Oreo, sounds like she's a tart, okay? Seriously. Yes. Oh, Susan. I bet Susan is super soft on the inside. She's got a hard exterior. I don't believe you. I think Susan is a softie. Rachel says, I used to unshamedly feed my neighbor's cat just because she was cute. I get it. And Rachel says, I was a kid and couldn't help myself. Well, I'm not a kid. I can't help myself. I try to be mindful because, if Dolly goes to someone's house and start eating 3 meals a day, I'd be slightly worried. I understand it. But I don't know what Oreo's situation is. And just in case she's gone lost or something, even though I doubt very much, I think she's probably a new kid in town. She probably just moved here with a mommy or daddy, and she's just being adventurous. So, and I'm gonna enjoy it, while I can, because at some point maybe she doesn't come in anymore. I'll be a little bit sad, but I'll be happy as long as she's happy. 300. And I think Lily is behaving a little bit as well. Maybe he's feeling a little bit more secure. He still meows, but not as vigorously. I think he knows now that she would get food, and he's still quite, aggressive to Dolly and other cats, but he seems to be a little bit more settled. So, hopefully my neighbor will complain a little bit less. I mean, he's not my cat, so I have no control how a cat meows or not meow. But a neighbor somehow thinks it's my fault. And I told her the other day as well, I said, well, I've called all the charities nearby. They don't think it's high priority enough to come in because they're underfunded and they're inundated. If you can persuade them to come in to pick up Lily and, try to find a home for him, I'm willing, to do whatever I can to work with it. Because, with Lily, I can probably put him in the basket quite easily. They don't have to trap the cat. Normally, that's the hardest part for them. And, if they can give him a checkup and maybe even find a home for him, I'll do anything. But I have no control over the way he meows. If he wants to meow, he wants to meow. Cherry Bomb, hello. Oh, Cherry Bomb's birthday weekend. Is that this week, as in new start, as in today? When is your birthday, Cherry Bomb? We need to celebrate. Is it this weekend as we're speaking? Oh, I'm enjoying this a lot. It's a good job that I put in the freezer overnight. And today's nice and fresh. Lynn says, Yogi, please forgive me. I just went and the look on Komari. Not again, Lynn. Lynn is cheating on Yogi live here on Yogi stream, okay? And made the point of coming here to tell me. Lynn says, Kamari's traveling library. She's doing amazing. I know that, Lynn. Do you have to mention it live here, on Yogi stream? I know Kamari is doing is doing alien stitching, alien level stitching. Lynn, you need to stop cheating on Yogi, okay? And all right then, I like Komari, and go ahead then. You can watch both streams at the same time. How's that? This color is so pretty though. It's deep, deep burgundy. And it's kind of the dominant color or color group of this piece. It's so rich. Chiviz says, my moon start has 71,295 stitches of 934. It's a dark green. Ah, that's a lot. 71,000. Because on this piece, there are, I think, over 20. Is 20 or 40? I cannot remember. Of 310. That's a lot of 310. But 71,000 stitches of green? What are you stitching, Civis? Is it just a patch of lawn? Garden lawn? And and Civis has conquered 3,000 stitches. Well done. Yes, happy birthday, Cherry. Is it today or yesterday? You can't have a weekend, okay? You have to pick a day. Is it Saturday or Saturday or Sunday? It's a birthday, not birth weekend. And Lynn Burgess, hello. Lynn Burgess says, hey, Yogi, we have double Lynn today. What's happening? Traveling library on Sunday? I know, Lynn. Yes. Yesterday. Oh, have a look. Yes. So far, we're still online. How refreshing. I forgot. Yes. Yesterday, we gave it a go, okay? And the internet wasn't happy. So we got kicked out every 6 minutes, pretty much. So we have two mini express sessions. Oh, they're great. Okay, it's the quality, not quantity. They were short, but very, very sweet. But today we're coming back to do it properly. So here we are. There you go, 3. And yes, I want to know the birthday start. What is it? It's always interesting to see, what type of project a person chooses, particularly for birthday start or some sort of celebration. Because it normally has some sort of meaning, isn't it? It's not a random pattern. Just one more stitch down here. I want to be mindful and make sure that I'm not stitching in the wrong spot. Because 28, undoing 28 count is not as easy as it looks. I know, single strand, but these stitches are pretty tight. Yes, happy birthday, Cherry Bomb, whichever day your birthday is. And Suzanne has posted a mock-up of a new old pattern. Oh, we'll have a look in a bit. And Cherry Bomb says, Clara, it's Forest Lake, Hade. Oh, that sounds tranquil. It sounds very peaceful. Forest Lake. Chelsea says, my birthday on Tuesday, but we're celebrating at the weekend with the Lego convention in Blackpool. Oh, convention. So it's not like Legoland. I know there's a Legoland. I don't know where it is. And Chelsea, I've been to Blackpool once, years ago. And guess what I was doing? I went to see Morrissey. Morrissey at that time, for some reason, he was just picking, random, not random, but, venues. They're kind of just everywhere. And I had to venture out and go to places I'd never been before. And I went to Blackpool. It was an adventure. And so when you say Tuesday, do you mean the coming Tuesday? So you're going to the Lego convention next week? Next weekend, is it? How nice. So Chelsea's a Lego fan, are you? I love Lego as well. But I don't know if I will go to a convention necessarily. I love Lego when I was a kid and as a grown-up as well. We still have Lego in the house. Sometimes when we're in the mood, me and Mr. Yogi and Dolly will just get together, have breakfast, and just play Lego. And of course, Dolly. Dolly always built the best object, like some sort of a super duper cat flap system. I know, Dolly's very talented. Hey, Ellen. Ellen says, hi everyone in chat and Yogi. Hello to you, Ellen. And Heather says, over 42K. Oh, that's right, not 22. 42,310 in this piece. And super size, no idea, probably even more. And that's a lot. That's a lot of 310 of single color in a piece. But it doesn't look dark, does it? The piece doesn't look dark. It just all blended into all the colors. My stitch, the stitch I've just done is over here. Let me just show you my situation. So this is what I'm talking about. So the stitch I've done just here. The next stitch is actually cross the stitches to the bottom is here. And I just cannot bring myself to take the thread over. Even now, even though consciously I'm trying to be a bit more relaxed, going from there to there, I think there'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, nearly 5 to 6 stitches. That is just too much. I think I can probably do 4. If there are loose stitches cross over like that, I'm a bit more relaxed. I can probably go further. But when I can see there's a solid patch of stitches that I know if I take the thread over, anything in between is not going to be stitched down. You know what I mean? And that's where I get slightly anxious and I need to stop end my thread here and take it over. I know, it's very OCD, isn't it? It's not very me. I'm not generally very OCD, but when it comes to threads behind the back, maybe it just drilled into me not to have floating thread. You know, if you learn stitching from dimensions, they always say turn the work over and thread it over if you want to go anywhere more than 2-3 stitches. And that kind of drilled into me, so my brain just cannot function. You know, I almost envy when I see stitchers, you know, back of their work and the thread just flying everywhere. I get panic attack at the same time. There's a slight envy in my mind as well, because I'm just wondering how can you do that, be so relaxed? Because if I could do that without a panic attack, it means that I don't have to spend as much time starting and ending. I mean, it's okay. It's not that bad, but it's just the hassle, you know. But now I have to start the thread again down here. So I don't have this bit crossover. I know. It's me. It's me. I just want to explain my situation, okay? So maybe I get some sympathy from you. Civis says the moon one, Yogi. I'll post update on Facebook. Yes, I'd love to see it. Let's have a look. Yes, happy birthday, Cherry Bomb. And Needle keeps me busy. Hello, good to see you. Yes, you made it. You made it to live. And good job it wasn't yesterday. It would have been a very short visit. But today, we're doing good so far. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Shelley says, I will flip to the back and weave through completed stitches. Yes, that's one option if you don't mind flipping over. But with full coverage, I have kind of just used to managing everything from the front. I know if you flip over, it will be another way to deal with it. But I'm doing everything from the front. It's okay. I don't mind starting, stopping. And is there anybody like me? Is it just me? Any one of you that's doing the same thing secretly? Clara says, I'm air stitching on the sun. Fun, but not fun. You know what I mean? It's not just air stitching. I think that piece, which is Heaven and Earth, if you don't know, it's a piece, one of the SAL pieces, and it's based on an actual artwork from a church, right? If I remember correctly. And it's also confetti as well, isn't it? I've seen your webs because some of you, multiple stitchers are working on that piece, and I've seen the progress. It's looking slightly intimidating. It's air stitching blended with confetti as well. But I'm sure the end piece is going to be so beautiful. So it's going to be worth it. But good job. You still have the rest of the year to work on it. So fingers crossed. So Heaven and Earth, their SAL is like a year long. And like last year, you know, by September, you know, a whole bunch of stitchers trying to rush and catch up on their homework. Michelle says, I showed my husband a little of Komari's stream. He grinned and said, you shouldn't try to keep up with her. Just stitch at your own pace. Told him she's an alien. Exactly. How wise, the husband. Yes, I totally agree. I watch Komari in a kind of, you know, someone watching a sports event. It's like someone who who maybe doesn't play football but love watching football. It's a little bit like that, you know, like spectator. I'm watching just purely for the thrill and the wonder of it. I do not try to emulate and try to stitch like her. There's nothing in my body that wants to do that. But I'm just watching in awe and just appreciate that. That, you know, stitches like her actually exist. And she's making it look so easy. Already it's looking better here. It's more filled up. Lynn says it's annoying for the stream, but lucky for me is I couldn't stream yesterday. And Yogi, you're making good progress. Thank you so much. And your piece is probably gone very far by now. And the last time we saw it, you did. I'm trying to recall. You did the table at the center and the lamp, didn't you? It's really, really beautiful. I bet you've probably gone further already. And let me come down over here. Where shall I go? Shall I go? Yes. Let's move down here for 3 stitches. Travis says, Mary's got his first haircut today. Really? Oh, amazing. Mary's got a lot of hair for a baby, for a toddler, that young. Mary's got a lot of, you know, bouffant going on there. That's beautiful. And he's having his first haircut. Wonderful. It's memorable, isn't it? The first of everything of a baby. So Marek is just over 6 months, isn't he? Chelsea says, the 21st is my birthday. The convention is 25th. Oh, people display giant Lego scenes. I have a Hogwarts scenes. I'm building at the moment. Are you aware, Chelsea, if I remember correctly, I think there's a Lego version of Harry Potter game, isn't it? It's the combination of all the things you love. It's like, if you love Lego, if you love Harry Potter, and you love video games, that is combined into one. Unless I remember wrong, I'm pretty sure there is one like that. One, two, three. Okay. I can take it over here. Why not? I still have some thread left. So, you know, over on stitch area, I'm happy to travel a little bit far. I'm totally okay with that. Toto says I run the thread under the stitch on the back in that situation where I'm traveling cross stitch area. But Heather, do you flip the work over? I know some stitches, they can do it without looking, which no hope for me. On 28 counts is not going to be possible for me to do. But I've seen stitches doing, you know, they just kind of just move around the thread and they can fill the stitches underneath and they can push the needles through like that. But I can't remember what fabric count that is. 14 count, it may be easier to do, but no chance for me, particularly on 28 counts. And, you know, finishing from the front is not a problem. It's the carrying over threads, isn't it? That can be a little bit tricky. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ellen says, I have no issues with travel to the library to even 20 stitches away. Really? You mean carrying thread? Ellen? Ellen says, I'm used to park all the time. I don't mind the back at all. So I don't mind it if it's on stitch area. I'm happy to maybe take a couple blocks away. I'm okay with that. But it's the stitch area, I just can't. I'm just wondering if there's any other stitches like me that when you start to feel that physical physical reaction when you have to take the thread behind the back a little bit further like that. I literally physically can't do it. It's that bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because this one I'm not doing 5 by 5 gridding, so I have to count. Walk away, hello, great to see you. And Lefty says, I float, but it's if it's far, I high pinch stitch midway, I think it's called. Oh, yes, that's called yogi move. Are you referring to my yogi move? I have a name for it. Sometimes if I have to take, if I could, it's not always possible, but for instance, if I have to go somewhere, they're crossing over directly to the other side, that I have to bring the thread over stitches, I would bring the thread away, do a pin, and then take it back, just to take that floating thread away. Is that what you're doing, Lefty? It's the yogi move. Heather says, I think Komari might be AI. Oh, I think that's a great possibility, okay? Maybe someone invented AI back in many years ago before COVID. And she was created. She was created by AI. Yes. And all the live streams are not live, right? You have to test it. You have to ask her a question. She can only reply if it's live. Just took a sip of my coffee. Helen says it would be fun to have Komari, her speed of stitching. Yes, I think, probably quite a lot of stitchers would like to have that speed and efficiency, I think. I think what she's doing is a combination of many things that she can do very well. But I think ultimately you have to enjoy that way of stitching. If you don't, if you just do it purely for the sake of speed, it kind of defeats the purpose, isn't it? So I think for her, there's a certain thrill of doing it really fast. And, she's doing really well. Clearly, she enjoys it. But for me, I'll probably just get stressed. If I stitch on my own, I don't even look at stitch count. I don't. It's just not in my head. Not that I deliberately not wanting to see it. I don't even remember to do that because it's just not really in my awareness. That's the thing. It's fun to look at it during the live stream. So, through the live stream, I actually have better idea in terms of my speed and how slow it is. But otherwise, it's just me stitching. Whatever stitches I do, I don't know. I don't particularly, mind one way or the other. If I enjoy it, that's all it counts. All right, let me pick another color. This is like, this is fun because I can just pick whatever color. But the colors, the stitches have to be attached to a stitch at least. So I'm not going to suddenly hop over here unless I'm carrying the thread over. But the starting point, it has to be attached to an existing stitch. That's my own rule. It just helps me to not get lost. Well, I'm sure I will, but just less, hopefully. Right, let's have a look. Which one can I flow from here? Here we go. Okay, 938, 938. Rachel has posted the progress as well. Seafood disclaimer warning. No, Rachel, what are you doing? Rachel is stitching seafood. I was about to pick up my phone and look at it. Now I have to think twice. We'll have a little look in a bit. So if you want to post your webs, you can do it now. We'll do a little Facebook session in a bit, in about 15-20 minutes time. So you have time to take your pictures. Oh, Travis says he's sitting in his exasaucer watching you. What's exasaucer? I need translation. And hi, Marek. Do you remember Yogi? Have a look at what Yogi's working on today, Marek. I know you had a brand new spanking haircut. Okay, congratulations. I hope they put some product on the head and make it spiky. It's kind of an in thing, you know. And I hope you enjoy that experience. It's a lifelong, hairdresser visit to do, and I hope you enjoy that. And yes, look at my bumblebee here. Have you seen my bumblebee? And I also have my little fox here ready for me. And there's a little fox in this piece as well. And it's always taking a nap. Okay, every time I'm stitching this piece, this little fox is taking a nap. I don't know. It's time to wake up. Okay, Lynn, also Lynn as well. Wake up, wakey, wakey. Okay, so let me zoom in a little bit. I think it starts from here. I love this little half flower, 3 petals. I'm loving it. So this one is 1 stitch from here. So it's here. I need to find my spot. Chelsea says, I play it on Xbox. Oh, so there is a game like that. I'm not imagining it. I'm pretty sure there's a Harry Potter Lego game going on there. So Chelsea's playing it. That's like a dream come true, isn't it? All the things merge into one that you like. Travis says the Lego Harry Potter game is a lot of fun. They have year 1 to 4 on the first game and year 5 to 7 on the second game. Oh, so they're built for kids, are they? Right. I'm sure adults, will love them as well. Yeah, but the thing is if it's 1 to 4, I'd rather having them playing actual Lego, rather than the video game. So Heather is always flipping back and forth. I think if you're using Lowry, something like Lowry, and you don't mind flipping back and forth a lot, then yeah, it's an option for sure. I just have not done that for ages. I'm just so used to doing everything from the front. Okay. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit more so you can see my stitches. These are so gorgeous. My bumblebee as well. And I think I'm going to take it down here. So if you want to share your webs, you can upload in the next 10 to 15 minutes and we'll have a little look. It'll be fun to see what everybody's working on. The colors are just so gorgeous. Walkaway says, my daughter gave me a book of days, 2026 calendar to keep track of my stitches this year. So I've logged every day. Is it a physical book? The actual calendar? Wow. So you can still buy those, like physical book. And if it's a regular calendar, you kind of need to be able to fit your writing on top. You know, my writing is always like, just like the way I knit socks, okay? The both sides are different sizes. So when I write, the size of my writing will go from big to small or small to big. It's changing as I write. And it goes diagonal as well. It starts to tilt upwards or downwards. My handwriting is a mess. That's why I use computers. And sometimes if I have handwritten notes, I can't even read it myself later on. It's that bad. But that's so sweet of your daughter to get you a journal. Hello, Suki. Welcome. And Suki is wondering, what fabric count are you using? First of all, welcome. And also, I'm stitching on 28 count. It's a DMC fabric. Very, very light to stitch. And I'm doing 1/1 with DMC. Travis says, when I say year 1 to 4, it stands for the first 4 years at Hogwarts. Oh, right. I have no idea. You can tell I'm not well versed in the Harry Potter world. Okay. So when Travis says 1 to 4, he's not referring to the player age. It's 1 to 4 for, for the college. Or for the, you know, wizard school. Oh, there you go. I don't know what that means, okay, but that's good. So it's built for people of all ages. Okay. I was thinking 1 to 4. Why would you want them to play video games? All right. Let's see. I'm quite tempted to take another strand of this color because it's kind of, or maybe not. The stitches are too far away. It's a little bit dangerous to do that. Let me have a look. Okay. Oh, guys, we're back on 310. Okay, look at the number of 310 on this chart. Look at that. No kidding. Why not? Let's do it. 310, guys, coming up. Spooky bingo, everyone. I definitely need a cone at some point. Chelsea says, I can't write more than 4 to 5 words before my fingers hurt. I always use my phone, laptop. Right. Yes. It's a good job that we have devices that can, you know, help us. For me, it's just to compensate my bad writing. And the thing is, the more I use the tablets and not writing with hands, the worse probably gets. It probably, you know, gets even worse because I don't really do it much. So, and I'm not, you know, using devices because my fingers hurt. So I have no excuses. It's just for convenience. And also, when I write on physical papers and notebooks, etc., my fear, the anxiety for me is always, well, what if I make mistakes? I can't undo it. I can't undo it. So with the pen, you have to cross it out. It looks messy. And I'm just used to being able to revert, you know, if I write something incorrectly. And on paper, you can't do that. So this is going all the way across and with 4 stitches remaining. I need to make a mental note. Oh, Dragon Lady just came back. Oh, are you about to have lunch then? What have you missed? Oh dear. Everything. Dragon Lady. No kidding. It's okay. Some beautiful stitching, you know, and great conversation. That's it. Oh, let me move it over here. Way off, fallen off the screen. Walkaway says, I don't have spooky bingo, but my floss number has 310 in it. Does that count? Everybody's floss number probably have 310, unless you're stitching Kim Jacobs. So this part is, they're not shine about 310 over here. There's a whole patch here, as you can see. Ellen says, I love writing notebooks. All sort of pens. I have thumb joint issues. That's why it's more difficult to write. But still, I try. It's not as beat anymore as it used to be. Yes. That's very nice. I just find that writing on physical papers, I don't have sort of the control I need, you know, with digital devices. You can change the font faces, font types, you can change sizes, you can correct very easily. And all of that is not really available on papers. And also my handwriting is atrocious. So that doesn't help. And do you guys remember back in those days when credit cards, when you go to buy something at credit cards, with credit cards, you have to sign. Do you remember those days? Not that long ago, though. Not that long ago. You know, maybe up to even 10 years ago, or maybe a little bit more. You have to sign your signature on a piece of paper or on a digital device. But now you don't. So I don't even get to do the signature at all. So no handwriting in any shape or form. Eventually, I'm going to, you know, my fingers, well, luckily I stitch. I have to use up my fingers. Imagine if you don't write and if you don't stitch, your fingers literally are going to regress back to little little knobs. Because you don't use them. 2, 1 more. Oh, good job. Good job. I stitch. So I still have my fingers. And this one is got, it's all the way to the left, plus 2. Heather says, I hand wrote or manually typed all my school papers prior to high school. We used to write out or crossed out neatly. I wonder if generation has less anxiety about making mistakes because of this. I suppose if you're used to crossing things out, I get stressed over that because you can tell there's a mistake there. And also if you cross out, things just look really messy. And remember, there used to be, I don't know whether they still sell those, there's correction white things. And but you can always tell something's been corrected and get written over. It's just a lot of hassle, you know. There's a correction fluid, like a white paint thing. Ah, okay, Ellen. So you meant need. Suzanne says, I hurt my hand long time ago and it's tough to write, so I don't mind typing. Yes, it's good that we're able to type as well for whatever reason. We have options. And also it's more permanent because you get, you know, everything is in the safekeeping. With physical notebooks, you lose them, don't you? And you can get coffee stain, chocolate stain on it. Whereas if it's in your Google Doc or whatever system you use, you have backups and it's always there. Walkaway says, I bought stickers for my book of days calendar and use those to make it pretty, then write in my projects and stitch numbers every day. Oh, every day. Yes. And the daughter's keeping you very busy. Yes, I think people who are used to keeping journals, it's slightly different from diary, isn't it? Diary is more sort of written things, whereas journals, sometimes people just log things. Sometimes they kind of express how they feel that day. Nowadays, there's all social media you can do, you know, like I felt this or that and the other. And but I think people used to put like collage, like cut off things and stick on a notebook, don't you? Because you when you look at maybe Victorian times or maybe wartime, when a lot of people keeping that type of journals, and you can see bits and pieces of things from magazines, maybe a recipe from, you know, from newspaper, whatever it is, cuttings, and they just collect and stick all these things together, and that kind of compose your day, you know. This was my day. That sounds quite whimsical, isn't it? A lot of work. You probably need glue somehow. But that sounds quite nice, doesn't it? People don't really do that anymore. People might do it digitally, but it's different. It's very different. Amanda says, we still have local bills and business that don't accept credit. And most places still require signature for credit. Really? Amanda, where are you in terms of part of the world? Not home address, okay? No home address. And just roughly which part of the world you are. It's interesting because I think I think that may be the case in the UK before COVID, but post-COVID, because before COVID, if you go to like a local market, sometimes we have sort of fancy, you know, French markets down the street once a week, and the vendors come over. A lot of them didn't have credit card machines. They were asked for cash at that time. So at that time before COVID, I remember all the cash points, you know, ATMs, they were still around. Nowadays, I cannot remember the last time I saw a cash point. They all got removed. All the banks are gone. Because people don't go to banks to do anything anymore. And but particularly during COVID and post-COVID, because, you know, people are not having a lot of contact with each other, and everything people bought was through online services. And I remember post-COVID, when I went to those markets, everybody's got a scan machine. For Apple Watch, for Apple Pay, whatever Pay. So things changed quite a lot post-COVID. So I'm surprised there are still places they have to sign. And also signatures, to be honest, is probably not the best way to prevent forgery. Because, you know, you can show them your signature. They do a quick comparison with the back of the car, but who knows? They're not signature experts. So unless you're just writing something that's totally different, they're not going to know. So it's not a great way to prevent forgery either. Oh, Rachel says white out. We still use it at work, really? So Rachel still do handwriting at work. That's fascinating. I was wondering whether they're still sold at all. Cherry Bomb says before computer charting, deciphering a doctor's handwriting was quite a skill. So glad that went away so bad. I know. I think doctors, they're writing totally different way. I've seen those. I've seen those because when my dad was ill, you know, I had to go to hospitals quite a lot for them, and I remember looking at sometimes prescription. I have no idea what they're writing and how anybody can read that. I think they probably still do handwriting. Nowadays it's all digital now, but it wasn't very long ago when they still pass over handwritten prescription notes that nobody, no sane human being can read it. Maybe they're very familiar medications that, you know, people can probably figure it out. But can you imagine if they read it incorrectly? Oh, that would be disaster. Yes, exactly, Rachel. Yes, there's still handwritten records, and hopefully they change that a lot more. But can you imagine if they made mistakes with those? It's not funny. Ellen says now they invented erasable pens. I love notebooks so much that I just buy them and not starting writing it because they're too beautiful. Oh, that's really nice. It's really nice that, you know, people still appreciate physical, you know, notebooks that much. When I was at art school, I had tons and tons and tons of sketchbooks. Because obviously if you do hand drawing, you draw on sketch pads. So I had like piles and piles of them, but they're for sketching, so it's okay. I didn't, you know, they were not notebooks. But other than that, I don't really use physical mediums that much. Amanda says I lost far more digital stuff than paper. Really? Amanda says I used to be really into digital. Now I insist on paper backups for everything. All it takes is an app or company going out of business for a non-backup. Well, that's very true. If, for instance, not even that, if internet goes down, or if for any reason we don't have electricity anymore, apocalypse, right? No devices will be working. Everything will be buried inside the devices as data, and we will not be able to access them unless we have electricity. Yeah, that's the risk. But then again, papers, you know, they can get wet if there are storms. They can get stolen if someone wants to steal them, and they can get burned if there's a fire. So nothing is really that secure. I think comparison, digital format, at least for in a, you know, normal civilization, is still a little bit more convenient for me anyway. So I don't have to run around to find my notebooks. You know, I've got my sequences for yoga classes, and, you know, every single class The sequences are logged by date and location, so I know at what time, what date, where, what class I taught in terms of sequence, and I've got it on my iPhone. If I need a reminder, I just pull it out. I don't have to have piles and piles of notebooks. I know yoga teachers, they have notebooks, and they're very proud of their notebooks, like piles and piles of them. But for me, it's just not very convenient. Heather says pharmaceuticals have the worst handwriting than doctors. I worked for the director of pharmacy for a very large company. I was one of the two people who could read his writing. Are they writing badly deliberately to make them look smart? So maybe people have to work very hard to decipher, because some of them, I don't know how anybody can read it. I've seen a couple of notes before, and I'm not even talking about knowing what medications they write. It's just the what letters, what on earth are they writing? I have no idea. Dragon Lady says, I have all my school and college papers that were handwritten and love to look through them and remember how smart I used to sound. That's funny. Yes. I remember, particularly if you have to do debates, and you have a theme, you have to debate for one end or the other, and you always try to sound like really powerful and, knowing everything. And sometimes, yes, just thinking back, it makes me smile. Debate is a funny thing, isn't it? It's not about what you believe is true. It's about trying to win the argument. It's a little bit like being a defense lawyer. You don't have to believe your client is innocent, but you have to win the argument somehow. Right, Amanda. Yes, computers can go down, but the thing is, nowadays, most note system like Google Doc and everything on iCloud, everything's on the cloud. So unless Google goes down or Apple goes down or whatever system, that go down, you should still have your note, even if your computer, your devices break. So there's one extra, layer of security there. I'm not saying that, nothing's forever. So Apple may go at some point, but hopefully, unless it's apocalypse, the whole thing, the civilization just ended right there. But then again, if the civilization ended, you don't need your notes. You probably don't need your stitching note, stitching journal necessarily. It wouldn't be critical. You probably have bigger fish to fry. 400. Like you have to fight zombies, apocalypse. They're always zombies. So 1, 2. Oh, that one is a little bit far away. Can I do it? These two. Is it too far away? Let me count how many stitches. About 4 or 5. Oh, let's do it. Let's live a little. Normally, I'll probably do this stitch, end it, and move over there. But hey, let's be a little bit daring today, okay? I'll try not to hyperventilate. Not too much. I'm moving from here to that stitch, okay? Oh, all right. Ujjayi breath. Ujjayi breath. I can do it. I can do it. Okay, and I'm moving over here. Oh, Yes. Do not look back. Do not look back. I did it. I did it. Dragon Lady says, Yogi, there are thousands of people who keep memos of their life, especially using traveler's notebook. Oh, sorry, I'm slightly behind the chat there. Be patient. Bear with me. Yes, a traveler's notebook. What is traveler's notebook? Susan says people do make handmade journals and sell them as well. Do you mean like a handmade blank journals, not their own journals, and then sell them? That'll be someone else's journal. I can imagine Susan will probably be quite good at that. You know, you can make journal covers with stitched pieces, just like your cards. One, two, three, four stitches. I can do it. I can do it. It's not too bad over here. Amanda's in the United States, mid-Atlantic state, and they still use hand signature. Ellen says, I remember my grandmother writing recipes from TV. They were shown in the program. She had a lot of notebooks with recipes on it. Yes, I bet, you know, back in those days when TV cookery programs were, you know, really, really, really popular, sometimes the good ones, they will show you recipes. But I think when you get to the Nigella Lawson era or Jamie Oliver era, which is kind of 2000 something, they stop giving you recipes. They want you to buy cookbooks. So they just show you, they try to entice you with the chefs, okay, the character, the personality they're selling, and then a little bit of, you know, just show you roughly how it's done. There's no quantity, they don't give you ingredients necessarily, just very rough indication, because they're trying to get you to buy the cookbooks. And then, you know, of course, internet, you can get anything nowadays, any recipe from any part of the world. One stitch here and 3 more down here. Oh, yes, I've done well. And Suki says, I always write CID on the back of my bank cards, no signature. Really? Oh, I didn't know you could do that, because over here, if you even now, I think if you get a new bank card, the first thing they ask you is to put a signature at the back, even though people don't really compare the signature anymore. But just to prove that card is kind of yours. I don't know how they verify that correctly, but I didn't know you could just write that. That's very interesting. So you have to show them ID though, because over here we don't have ID cards. People don't carry their passports around or anything. So, you know, your credit card is kind of one of the ID you know, proof in terms of who you are. And not everybody has driving license. I don't. Are there ID cards in America? Is there such a thing? But I think everybody probably drives over there. So what happens if you don't drive? What, you know, and I'm sure people probably don't carry passport everywhere. Slow Stitching, hello. Welcome. Hi, River. Great to see you. Two over here. There's one more. Heather says, when civilization ends, I still have enough paper jars to last a lifetime. I know, the thing is, you know, if there's an apocalypse, okay, and we'll live underground, as long as there's some lighting, we can stitch, can't we? It doesn't require electricity or computer connection. Well, the digital charts, we're going to run into a little bit of trouble. But if you have paper charts, you can still stitch. How nice. Oh, I'm crossing over here. And then two more. It's quite nice because this area is kind of filled up a little bit more, which is nice. River says, I'll still stitch if there were zombies outside. Just fire up my wax melter. Get in my comfy spot and we'll be well. Yes, I know. We just make sure the roof is still there and the walls are strong, so the zombies, they're not going to break in. As I say, I'm a stitch prepper. Oh, Dragon Lady says a traveler's notebook, aside from being a large company with leather cover, says also a type of journal. So traveler's notebook is a type of journal book you carry with you all times. Recording your experience is a big deal. But is there anything special about a notebook itself? Why is it called traveling's notebook? Is it a specific type of notebook, or is it just what you use it for? You can call anything traveler's journal if you just record whatever you're like, you know. Do you have to travel as well? Over here. Amanda says, I still remember an early Jamie Oliver special where he shows school children how chicken nuggets were made so they would want healthier food. It just made me hungry for chicken nuggets. Oh, right. I believe Jamie Oliver, maybe later on, because he went through a phase of being a kind of fitness, well, healthy food kind of campaign thing, particularly for children. And I remember he did an episode showing how fast food restaurants, I think it was maybe Kentucky or something like that, how they create their chicken quote unquote chicken nuggets. And they basically, the so-called chicken nugget, they try to make it look like breast chicken, chicken meat, which is more premium and healthier, supposedly. And to, so all the meat there being ground together, mixed with all sorts of things, all parts of the chicken, and they just put bleach into it and to make everything look pure white. So it will appear when you bite into it, the nuggets will show really white flesh. But it's not real sort of chicken breast meat or lean meat. It's just a colored, bleached meat, whatever it was. That was terrifying. I remember watching that and go, not that I was a big fan of fast food restaurant, but after watching that, you kind of go, well, let me eat some carrots. I think that's a little bit better. And have you seen recently, there was a viral video of the CEO of McDonald's. He was trying to promote one of the new burgers, and he was being caught for spitting out food because they have to take a few takes. The final version they released got a lot of heat as well, because it didn't look like he was enjoying it. He was taking a tiny little bite. This is his own company, his own new product. He couldn't bite into it without without just, I don't know, having a heart attack or something. And then there were sort of takes that weren't being used, kind of rehearsal takes. He literally take a bite of a McDonald's burger and then spit it out in a tissue paper. So there you go. That's not a good sign. That doesn't give me confidence. Okay. Linda Diamond says, we have something that's called walking IDs, not a driving license though. So it's an ID card, is it? I think they try to push it here. For many years, people just don't want it. But I don't know what the situation is. It would be quite sad if they make it compulsory. It's just like, yeah, do I have to carry a car just to walk on the street? Okay, 938, 938. And how do you prove that's you? Does that mean you have to have your fingerprint? Some sort of DNA profile? 938. Is there anything sacred? 938. But I think my fingertips, they're probably on the database in America, because I remember going to New York. I've only been to America once in my life. I remember going to New York. They did take my fingerprint, if I remember correctly. There was like some sort of scanning thing. I was quite shocked. I didn't see that coming. Rachel says, we in the US, you have driver's license and you have just regular ID that's also used. Right, so there's an ID card system over there. And so people don't mind. So what happens if you don't, do you have to carry it every time you leave the house? Driving license, I can understand it because you're driving a vehicle, but do you have to carry a car just to leave the house? Because you have to prove who you are. Yes, I know who I am. Thank you very much. Amanda says, if you don't drive, you can get a state ID card. Oh, so it belongs to a state. Does that mean if you go to a different state, you need a different one? That's a lot of work. And Amanda says, many places will not accept passport from America as a form of ID. Really? And, you know, tell me if this is true. Someone told me that majority, like a huge percentage, like a huge number, I can't remember what number it was, huge number of, you know, American citizens, they do not have a passport. They have never left the country. Is it true? And I can kind of see that happening because America is so huge. It's like going to a different state is like leaving the country, really. So you have no need to go to another country. I'm sure New York is very, very different from other cities as well. Oh, this one I do have to stop and start because it's really far away. It's way over there. Let me move it down here, actually. One, two, three. Hi, Clara. Oh, we have another Clara. Oh, no, it's Carla. Rapello. Yes, it's been a while, Carla. Carla says Yogi and everyone. Yes, Carla Rapello. Let me think. Portugal. Is that correct? Oh, I'll be so thrilled if I actually got it correctly. I remember Carla. River says, I told my daughter I could do her hair. If I was blind, I proved it by detangling, moisturizing, and braiding her hair with my eyes closed. Oh dear, it's not easy being a mom, isn't it? You have to prove to your children that you can do it blindfolded. But I think cutting someone's hair is a little bit different from, you know, detangling, because you you don't lose the hair if you're just detangling or, you know, braiding. To be fair, right? Maybe next time, blindfold haircut. It's like one of those hairdressing shows that people just go, hey, just give me a pair of, blindfold me, and I'm going to cut your hair in 3 minutes. Oh, I sent chills down my spine. Okay, we're going to have a look at the Facebook webs. Let's see if you, I'll give you a couple more minutes if you want to upload something. We have a little look. We haven't done that for a little bit. I'd love to see everybody's webs. It's a Sunday, you know. It's like everybody's web review Sunday. So let me do this few more stitches here. And also, oh, we haven't had chocolate. We need to have we can have a chocolate and doubled up as a little Facebook looky session. Why not? Let me just go for 2 more stitches. Oh, yeah, Susan is shouting chocolate time. Yes, indeed. Yes, Here we go. Let me just bring this up the next stitch that I'm going to do so I know where I am. Very nice, very nice. So we're gonna have chocolate, okay? And in the meantime, while we're having chocolate, we're gonna enjoy and have a look at everybody's work. How's that? That sounds like a plan. Oh, have a look at this. That's so pretty, isn't it? I know. I may say so myself, this bit is looking a lot more complete because I just happen to pick stitches that flow around there. All right then, let's have a look. And I'm gonna bring up the Facebook. And also, oh, why don't I bring up my chocolate first? Yes, today. Yes, I know it's very predictable. I'm having my Black Forest. I'm really enjoying it. And this is what I'm going for. Montezuma, still not getting in touch, okay? And here we go. I try not to leave stains on my fabric if I can. Oh, can you see the? Can you see this? Can you see the cherry bits? Can you see it? Let me just zoom in a little bit more. Isn't that so nice? You can actually see the cherry bits. Oh, let me see if I can. It doesn't want to zoom in. Oh, never mind. Here we go. Can you see the pinky bits? Yum. Yeah, move away from the fabric. I know, Susan. I'll do my best, okay? It's okay. It's a full coverage. I can always cover it. And let me bring on, so bring your snacks and we're going to appreciate the WIPs that's been uploaded here. And let me sort it. Because sometimes the Facebook kind of sort it. It's trying to be clever and sort it in a way that sometimes I don't even, some posts, I don't see it until days later. So, oh, let's have a look. The first one I've got here is, let me just move this away for a little bit. You can all see it. This one is from Maria. Let me zoom out maybe a little bit more for now. Maria, oh, I've seen this one, your last update. I'm fascinated by it because this is the type of stitching I've never seen before until maybe a year ago when I saw, it's a little stitcher, Teresa. She's got a piece like this. And I was thinking, why would you want to use a piece of fabric? Can you see this? The fabric's got these borders built in. And the fabric just like that, I think, you know, just by default. And then designers kind of create patterns to fit in to the squares. It's fascinating, isn't it? And yes, I wonder if I think it's not a rabbit hole, but that's so beautiful, Maria. That's so lovely. And basically, the areas in the border, they're just taken over by the borders. So it's a genre of stitching that I've never seen before until very recently. And we have Elaine as well. Hello, Elaine. Oh, Elaine has just joined, I think. And it's an Egyptian queen, the Leonard Supersize. So it's from, I don't know what company it is. Started in December 16. So that's like 10 years ago, guys. Look at this. I can see why it takes time. Just look at the intricacy of the stitches. And it's on our Facebook group, okay? If you want to look very closely, you can go to the Facebook group. But look at this. It's so pretty. My goodness. Wow. And you can tell it's very well charted because all the details are so clear. And I love your needle minders. They're matching. Clearly an Egyptian fan right there. Yes, very mysterious. That's really pretty. Thank you for sharing this, Elaine. And let me move on. The next one is from Catherine. So Catherine, which piece is this? Is it this way? Maybe it's this way. It looks like, is it one of those stitches so beautiful pieces? That looks, recognizable in some way? Let me know which one it is. Oh, Rachel says it's an Afghan, and it's one Teresa is doing 18 count, I think, and she's doing 4 by 2. I can't remember. I just remember really fascinated when she showed that piece. I was thinking, I've never seen anything like this before. Why would you want to stitch on a fabric that's got borders already built in, you know? I didn't know it was a genre. Never seen those before. But this is going really well. So you're going with kind of color completion-ish, I'm guessing, within a certain area, maybe within your frame or snap Q snap or something like that. It's going really well. It's taking shape. That's lovely. And this one was from Catherine Ryan. And this moving forward. And this Mandy Moran's piece. Oh, it's going well. Because last update, I only saw like a square here, and you already extended out a lot more. So this one is from Cross Stitch Studio, Mystery SAL. Okay, so they give you a piece of the chart every like once a month or something like that. So gradually. So you probably have no choice but to start from the first piece, which is probably like upper left or something like that. And then you have to stitch in that order. That's very pretty though. Do you know what it's going to look like? I hope it's not a giant squid with huge eyes, okay? Or anything of that nature. I'll be praying for you. And Joan, hello. Is your YouTube name is different, I wonder? Because sometimes these are stitches I know, but they have different names on Facebook. It says, hello Yogi Memes Fusioner. Oh, there you go. That's very helpful. Memes Fusioner is here, and my current web first project, 42%. Wow, 42%. So is it a, have you started with 310? That looks like 310, or it's the whole piece, black and white, I wonder. Because without the markup, let me see if there's a little bit more information. Okay. Oh, 25 count even weave. The pattern is from Pinterest. Right. Wow. And I notice you actually do the gridding with threads as well. But not like a Gemma. Gemma is doing all the way, crossing over. You're doing the cross here. That takes a lot of patience. A lot of patience to do it. Very nice, very nice. It's fascinating how stitchers do, set up their webs. And this one has just come in. I'll make sure that I go through everybody's work here. Serena says, this is my progress. First full coverage aside from very small stamp kit. Wow, it's the first full coverage. I wonder did you say which pattern it is? Oh, this is a free PDF from the Stamp Stitch Club. Yes, Stamp Stitch Club is a UK-based company. They specialize in stamp kits, but they also have downloadable charts as well. It's from Claire. Oh, no, Louise? No, Claire. No, Louise. Sorry. I get these two names mixed up a lot. But the lovely lady, sometimes she posts reminder for people in this group. And when there's a free download. And yes, it's really nice. Very nice. That's a lovely start. I can see some gradation of stitches there. Thank you for sharing that. And Jackie has posted, just came in. It's red hot, 1 minute. And this one, 20 count 1/1. That looks very dramatic. Is that some sort of a wizard? I can see the silhouette. Oh, is it like a cat? It's like a cat wizard. Wow. It's an interesting approach. Really interesting approach. So it looks like color completion to me. Maybe all the black was done and now the blue stitches. Amazing. That's very pretty. Very pretty. And thank you, Jackie. Yes, so Jackie Menin, yes, has just posted as well. And Catherine Ryan, the chart is called Laszlo Code. Yes, it's I think if I remember correctly, it's from Stitch is so beautiful. Let's me scroll down. Let's see if we've got more. And Patricia Antone. Interesting. Oh, this piece, I think I may have seen, or maybe something similar with like a lorry, a little lorry. Lefty, oh, this is Lefty Gemini's Patricia. See, it's like a memory test. Lefty Gemini's name is Patricia Anto, and Susan, that you can see in the chat, is actually Lily. She's just trying to confuse Yogi and trying to hide, see if I would get confused. So this is the markup. Okay, so this is not a stitch. Let's have a look. Oh, the colors look very different though. Oh, no. This is a stamp kit. This is a stamp kit. So this is why. I was thinking the green, where is the green coming from? So it's a stamp kit. Okay, so let's go back to the last one. So eventually it's going to look like this. And it's a lot of pumpkins. But this is not sort of slightly Halloween theme there. And very nice. Oh, I like the fact, look at this. Can you see that? There's a little laundry clip here. And there's a little cup, I think is for your waist threads, right? That is so clever. And this is just clipped on top of the squirrel frame. I love to see stitches set up. It's just so organic and so lateral thinking, because, you probably need quick access to this little container. So you just clip it on top. I love it. I love it. Thank you for sharing this, Gemini, Lefty. Let's have a look. Let's see if we got more. Let me just do a refresh. Let me scroll down, and you can, see it yourself through the group as well on Facebook. And we have Alison. Alison has also posted a garden shed. Yes, this piece. This reminds me of my craft shed piece, 14 count. It's kind of echoes that scene. So this is the markup. It's really, really sweet. Let me show you. Yes, look at that. Yeah, all the kitties, and this kind of style, there's something about that. It's kind of ultra smooth. I don't know. It's not meant to look realistic. It's very stylized, if you can see that. But it's a lot of, really cozy items here. And let's look at the stitches. So I'm trying to figure out which part is it. Upper left, is it? Looks like. Does it look like upper left start? I'm trying to see. Oh, maybe center start. I'm trying to figure out where it is. It looks like center start, is it? So maybe Alison can confirm. But it's looking good. Again, oh, so 10 stitches as well. And also Alison's tent is going the opposite direction as me. If I do 10, I do the other way. But is it a combination? No, it's all 10 stitches, all 10 stitches. Interesting. Yes, my tent is always going the other way. So fascinating. And this looks like two strand. Very nice. Oh, so Alison's doing royal rolls. And, oh, I see. Hang on. So you were doing royal roll here. Let me look at the messages. Working on the part threads, just as too many, going to work on royal rolls now. Right, so you started off with kind of cross-country, color completion or whatever it is, and decided to go back from a top left there. I don't know, it's a center, and you're doing royal roll. That's interesting. Interesting. Yes, you can switch methods, can't you? However you want. And let me see if there's any more here. And I'll do another refresh if you have just uploaded it. And let me know if I miss anybody's. Okay, let me just scroll down, double checking. Oh, and Kristen as well. Kristen has just posted an hour ago. Wow, this is going really, really well. I can see the face now. Last time the face was still a little bit blurry. It's looking so realistic. It's a little bit scary, Kristen. It's Kristen in chat as well. And this is Rachel. Where's your Sifu? I haven't seen it. I'll make sure I find it. Okay, Rachel, do not worry. And but this is so beautiful. So beautiful. I don't stitch human faces, okay, but I appreciate when I see pieces like this. And thank God her eyes are closed, so I don't understand. I don't have eyes staring at me. Okay, that's my thing. That's really beautiful, Kristen. Great progress. Let's find the Sifu, okay? The offending Sifu from Rachel. And also here we have Amanda as well. Just going in order here. And first time ever gridded. Wow, so you've been stitching no gridding. And the squares are accurate even though gridding the whole project. That's very brave. 7% done already. I wonder which piece this is. Would love to see the marker. But it's from Artisy Mini Dear Alice. So that's lovely. And first time gridding is fascinating because how did you manage to stitch before? And Ellen as well. Ellen has posted. Oh, right. So this is Cat in Love. My goodness. Oh, that's so sweet. And very long hair cat as well. And look at the stitches. Where are the stitches? Oh, there. I was looking for the stitches. Upper right. Is that upper right start? Let's have a look. Looks like it. Yeah, I think. No? Or somewhere there. 2,000 stitches. That's amazing. So it looks like row by row, block by block-ish. Yes. And Ellen's stitches are so neat. This is alien territory. I cannot see. Oh, walk away Rainy as well. Walk away here. That looks like a painting. I can see the eyes emerging there. I'm a little bit scared. It's a little girl, right? A little girl probably looking at the camera at me. But that looks so moody. Really beautiful color scheme there. Really gorgeous. And let's find the Sifu. Let's find the Sifu. Where is it exactly? And Grace Houston. Grace Houston, this is a mock-up, right? So this is the piece that Grace has just started. It's from Etsy. Okay. Very nice. Very, very sweet. Yes, very, very sweet. And Grace has been looking into stamp kits as well. And Shell as well. Shell has posted this. Oh, how interesting. This is very different. It's a chatelaine. Oh, that sounds a little bit scary. And chatelaine has combination of all sorts of things like beads and stuff, isn't it? And the patterns are always very kind of unconventional. At least, you know, if you look at if you're used to sort of cross stitch pattern, these are very specific. Kind of there's a certain style to it. I have no words. And this combination of stitches, can you see the beads? And is that gold thread? Wow. A lot of specialty threads and back stitching as well. I'm not ready for this, okay? I love looking at this because sometimes when I look at certain type of project, I'm thinking in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, well, maybe I'd like to try at some point. Not these ones. No, these look way too scary at this point. But this is so beautiful. And it looks regal as well. It's almost like something that you can decorate in some sort of church or something. It's got that sort of, you know, quite opulent kind of feel to it. It's beautiful. Thank you for sharing. And let's continue the quest of finding Rachel's seafood. Okay, we will find it. But we now just have Sheila posted. It's from Etsy. It's a fox. Oh, you've got the same. You've got the same needle miters as me. That's almost identical. Look at that. Yes, you have two 2 foxes. Oh, now you're just being competitive. I've got one. Okay. It's very cute. I got this one from a stitching fair. And it's very, very sweet. A very, very sweet piece. Foxes are popular for stitchers, as much as cats and dogs. Yes, that's very pretty. Let's see. Not Finding Nemo. Okay, so Finding Rachel's Seafood. I'm still looking. It's not showing just yet. Just keep scrolling down. Where's Rachel's Seafood? I probably need to do a sorting as well, because sometimes you just not. And Chelsea as well. Chelsea's piece. Oh, Chelsea's stamp kit. That's very pretty. That's very, very pretty. And with stamp kit, there's always a sort of anticipation of trying to find out what's underneath these random colors, isn't it? Oh, one day I will try when I find. So these are 2 different webs, are they? They're 2 different ones. One day I will try it. So this one is not stamp. Okay, so I got confused. This one is not stamp. This is a counted one. And this one's a stamp kit. And you can have a good look of these pictures from... oh my God. Oh, is there a different version of this? Suzanne, this is really pretty as well. It's got a lot more detail, isn't it? So this is the Decisions. It's from Susan Wheeler's artwork. I didn't realize it's been charted somewhere else as well. Suzanne says, I decided to buy the pattern from my bobbin. It will be restarting Sweet Shop. It's called Decisions, I think. Yes, I like this version as well. It's got back stitching. Oh, that's very nice. I'd love to see your progress. It's charted slightly differently. It's a lot more clear, more definition, whereas the Dream Stitch version is more sort of dreamy, kind of slightly more fuzzy, which I like as well. But these look really, really fun. Yes, Suzanne, I'd love to see the progress there. And I'll check out if there are other pieces from this company as well. And Linda, oh, I'm so happy to see so many pieces being posted. Look at this. And that's a little big cat. We love cats. Thank you so much, Linda. Oh, Rachel, finally. I see. I've seen this pattern before. I was wondering, why would anybody want to stitch this? Sincere apologies. Rachel. I know every stitcher's taste is different, okay? So this is what Rachel is stitching. Find Atlantic, not Finding Nemo, okay? And this is, let's look at, oh, is it? This is similar to, what style of stitching is this? There's a name, isn't it? There's a name. Let's see if Rachel is telling us what it is. Yes, it's like a chatelaine. I was thinking that because there are a lot of specialty embroidery stitches. Let's have a look. Yes, it's a little bit chatelaine, center star. So what makes chatelaine chatelaine? Is it like champagne? If it's not created by, produced from champagne, it's not champagne, even though it could be just bubbly. So chatelaine is created by chatelaine, I'm guessing. Center start, 28 counts. Yes, this is proper seafood stitching. Okay, guys, please flash the no seafood emoji there. We have policies for a reason, okay? And but this is very intriguing. But it looks like a lot more sort of because if you look at the pattern here, it looks like regular stitches. But if you look at the actual stitches, it's got gold thread as well. Is that what the pattern's asking for? Because it looks slightly different from the mock-up. Mock-up, I wouldn't be able to tell if it was gold threads. Yes, no. Oh, Chelsea, thank you so much. Finally, we have a respectable member of the chat flashing the no seafood, policy. emoji. Okay, and Michelle. So yes, follow the rules, guys. Okay, and no seafood stitching. And but of course it's Rachel, so we forgive her. And also it's very interesting as well. So I really appreciate that. Anybody's work I missed? I think I've got everybody, I think. And if I miss anything, you can always go to, oh, I just saw this one coming in from Lisa. Why not? Let's go for it. Lisa is doing the campfire one, the winter bonfire night. Yes, this one echoes my piece with the, which one is it? The winter reading nook. It's got that similar feel to it. It's different. This is outdoor, whereas my winter reading nook is all about it being on the inside, being really safe and warm. And this is being outside, safe and warm as well, hopefully. I hope it's safe, no bears. Oh my God, you've done a lot, Lisa. Lisa, this is probably quite confetti as well. Look at this. It's really beautiful. Wow, and this is just the cabin. Yes, it's going to be spectacular once it's all done. Thank you, guys. That was really nice session. We haven't done this little sneaky peek of the work together for a little bit. That was very, very nice, and some really very interesting work as well. And I'm going to have another chocolate, okay? Another piece of chocolate, and we'll get back to stitching. That was really, really nice. Thank you, everyone. Oh, right. Rachel says chatelaine was created by a particular designer who has passed away. So does that mean that's the end of chatelaine, or is it a brand? It's like, you know, when you have Versace. Versace has passed away, but that brand carries on. And you can create like Dior as well, you know. Is it like that? So chatelaine is a brand really, and a style of stitching. Like style of pattern rather. And Suzanne just posted another one. Everybody, you can have a look at all on the webs that are being posted on a regular basis on our Facebook group, and come and join us. Let's have a look. Let's bring this work view back. That was so inspiring. It's so inspiring. You know, if there are days that you don't feel like, if you lose the bug or whatever, just go have a look at the Facebook group. It will revive your love for stitching. There's so many different styles, and everybody is making such great progress. And this great thing is we can talk about it here, and we can see it, you know, visually. How good is that? All right, I'm going to take my stitches. Oh, the chocolate is good. I'm going to take a sip of my coffee as well. Yeah, chatelaine is very, very unique. And that piece Rachel's doing as well. Lefty says, my goodness, all the projects are so beautiful. I know. And the diversity of it as well. You know, it's like everybody's so adventurous. You know, we have stem kits, we have different fabric counts, we have different stitching styles. We have Afghan. That's a unique style as well. It's just so exciting, isn't it? It means that if you just come into this world of stitching, there's so many things to try, you know. And I discovered black work as well, and single color work, and long dog, and through the chat and the group as well. You know, the world of stitching is so vast, and there's so many things to explore. And with patterns, we also have different companies waiting for us. And goodness, what exciting, you know, patterns that are going to come out this year. It's very exciting. And even more exciting is we're still live We haven't got kicked out. Oh, that's wonderful. This Sunday is looking better and better by the minute. All right, there's one little stitch here. I'm going to take the thread over. I don't mind going kind of far if there's no stitches, along the way. I can do this. Hi, Elsie. Rachel says Chatelaine is the brand and her daughter is carrying on the company. Yes, that's very wise. You don't want it to just end there. It's a very unique style of pattern, isn't it? Okay, 938. 938. And Charles is saying the same. Chatelaine was designed by Martina Rosenberg. She designed many mandalas. Her daughter sells her charts. And does she design as well? Are they creating new charts, or is that it? Maybe they're just working on the existing catalog. And Shao Lulu says Chatelaine uses crystals, beads, specialty fibers. It's super fun to stitch. Yes, I bet it's super fun if you're ready for it. I think I'm going to build up my stitching powers till I'm ready. I'm not quite there yet. And also those patterns are very unique, are they? Where is, which country are they from, the Martina Rosenberg? It feels very kind of exotic. I don't know how to describe it. It's almost like Egyptian style, whatever it is, the stuff you see with the other piece. There's a certain feel to it. And I wonder where that comes from, Grace Houston says, I lost the stitching bug on sleep time, so I'm putting it away for now. I was working in the top left corner, working the tree, very boring, stitching browns and black. I bet, you're a lot better stitcher than me. You have the courage to start from the left. There's a lot of, I'm trying to recall a lot of leaves and probably a lot of plants to stitch before you get to anything. That's why I started from the upper right. Instantly, I'm hit with leaves, and also now I'm in a squirrel zone. You can always, cross country a little bit until you find a spot. I know it's risky, Grace, but that's one option. But you can park it until, you kind of regain that kind of freshness, and then you can come back. All right, let me pick my next color here. What should I go for? Why don't I? Yes, a little bit more. How about this one? 817. It's a rich red, 817. Oh, it's a red. It's a lot brighter than I thought. Move it over here. So, quite a few stitches over here. Elsie says, I'm working on one poplar mandala. Oh, is it mandala as in the pattern, the style of the pattern? Because mandala, in yoga terms, is basically a style. It's kind of a style of yoga. I don't know what lineage is coming from. It kind of became popular for a little while. Sometimes you can see mandala yoga classes. And those classes, basically, all it is the sequences were designed for you to move around the mat. So the mat is like, like a long shape like this. And, let's say if the mat is like this way. So the sequences, it designs for you to circle around in terms of movement. You face to the side, to the back, and to the other side again and back. So it's going around the circle. And I think that's what the mandala yoga means. So it's more sort of changing the orientation, because a lot of times with yoga, you either face forward, sometimes you face back and to the side, but you don't go around the circles necessarily. So it's kind of just an interesting style of class that you could do. And I don't know where it started, how it started. There are a lot of new styles of classes kind of just invented, maybe Californian inventions. The vinyasa itself, the modern vinyasa style, is actually not from India. It's popularized by teachers in California, studios in California back in the 90s. But it's just more accessible form of yoga for most people. Oh, Shelley says the lady, Shetland lady, is from Germany. Interesting. But that style is so unique. Ellen says, thank you for live stream today. Need to go to bed as Easter break is over tomorrow and I need to be awake. Well, Ellen is still on Easter break. How nice. Yeah, some people have a week-long Easter break, isn't it? And so well done. Yes, where Ellen is, it's 1 hour ahead of me. So 99. And say 99 to Ellen. 99, sweet dreams. Heather says, I think the word mandala in general means symmetrical patterns with repeated elements. Some have spiritual uses or interpretations. Yes, they've probably taken the concept of mandala and kind of implemented into the pattern design. But then again, a lot of patterns, samplers, for instance, a lot of them are symmetrical and repetitive in some way. A lot of long dog is like that as well. And the next one is down here. Hi, Rose. Rose says, hello, made it to the live stream today. Yes, well done. It's Sunday after all. I hope you're not at work today and can relax and stitch. Great to see you, Rose. And Rose, we have so many beautiful webs posted by our stitchers today. It was such a treat. Suzanne needs to go to bed as well. Yes, Suzanne is 1 hour ahead of where I am as well. So well done, Suzanne, and have a lovely rest and sweet dreams. I will have a new friend. Is it a crazy? I'm not going to pronounce it. Okay, you can look at it yourself. Hello from Canada. Oh, hello to you too, and sending love to Canada. Welcome. And are you stitching right now? If so, what are you stitching? You know, my plan today was to kind of flow my stitches down, but for some reason I just get drawn to all these stitches around here. So it's looking a lot more full. It's looking good. I'm very happy with that. I've done this one, two over here. Kind of just follow the colors I like. See, I'm just never happy. Sometimes when I'm doing sort of slightly air stitching, I kind of miss a little bit of 310 action. But over here, just full of 310. I kind of for some reason, shy away from it and start to stitch with different colors. So this is just what happens. Hi, Bags. Good morning. Bags says, I've been missing your live streams lately. Day-night saving finished here and it has thrown me out for a whack. Yes, I mean, I'm sure the daylight and time zones, they just created those to have a laugh, to make people's life difficult and see if people trip over. I'm sure that's the only purpose. But good morning to you. Well done for making it. It's Monday already, isn't it? From Australia. Ah, so it's a crazy stitcher. Of course it is. And Elsie has just posted the pic on Facebook group as well. So guys, you can go have a look at Elsie's whip on our Facebook group if you haven't joined already. So this is 28 counts. Imagine if you have to frog all these stitches. Or maybe try not to. Imagine that. So Crazy Stitchers doing a... Is it Darren Jones? Stitchers SAL. Oh, interesting. Whoops. This bit I do need to pay attention because it's very easy to just wander off and stitch somewhere else. So these are, okay, that's fine. And the thing is, this piece, even though I have just started sometime last year, the end of last year, for some reason, I'm just looking at all these areas. It's actually embedded with a lot of kind of memories, if I can say that. It's like I remember those sessions when I'm stitching these areas, you know, throughout the last few months. And there's one more here. Oh, Bex has a question. Oh, Bex, I feel for you. Bex says, does anyone has advice regarding empty nest syndrome? My 20-year-old just moved out of home and I'm feeling a bit old and empty. Oh, Bex, so Chad, do you have advice for Bex? I have none because I don't have kids. I have no idea. But I can imagine my mum probably had, you know, that experience. Or maybe some parents, they're quite happy for their grown-up kids to move out. Finally, they have time to do what they want. You know, I remember when my brother's kids were really young, and my dad actually made a point of saying, hey, you know, I've done my bit. Occasionally, I don't mind babysitting, but do not count us in with your childcare, you know, consideration. My dad made a, you know, very strong point about not wanting to be the babysitter all the time. Even though he adored his grandchildren. Yes, Bex, exactly. Bex says, on the bright side, I'm not organizing my floor and my cross stitch room. Yes, that's a very good start. You know, get the room ready because you probably have more free time to do, more freedom to do what you want. And also, you should be so proud. You know, you raised a grown human being that she's ready, you know, to spread her wings and be her own person. You should be so happy. Okay, I'm going to just end this one here. This part is so beautiful. I'm quite drawn to this area. I might do a little bit more actually. Heather says, change his room. Oh, is it he or her? I thought it was a daughter. Oh, 20-year-old. I don't know if it's a boy or girl. Sorry. It could be a boy. Rachel says, my parents turned my room, my brother's room into a spare room and exercise room, respectively. Same here. When I moved out, my bedroom just turned into my mom's spare room, and she would, have all the bits and pieces in my room. And occasionally, if I went back, and she would clear a little spot for me to sleep. That's it. Lefty says, my youngest just turned 18. I got a dog and started cross-stitching like crazy because all three of my boys don't need me for anything anymore. Do not worry, Lefty. They're going to crawl back at some point and ask for advice. When they break up with people, their partners or whatever, when they need advice, they're going to come back. They just need you in a different form. They don't need you to feed them, to clothe them, to look after them daily, things. They can do that now, but they will need your wisdom for sure. Chelsea says, my mom moved in with us before her youngest left home. There's a 12 years between her oldest and youngest, second oldest, and my mom has lived with us since 2018. That's quite nice. That's quite nice. Yes, because some people, they feel like they want to kind of have that separation from the parents. And, but, if you're happy being together, that is just so nice, isn't it? I don't think there's a right or wrong solution. I am going to go for 3787. 3787. So we have these two. Grace Houston says, I'm also going through empty nest. My sons and granddaughter all moved out of California, and now I'm left alone here. Oh, Grace. And Grace says, I'm not ready to move yet. Lots of stitching, and I'm starting gardening. Yes, sometimes it's when it first happens, there's some transition. Because it changes, isn't it? And it requires a little bit of time to readjust. But once you're there, you'll probably be happy that you have all the space and freedom, to do a lot more than before. And you have us, here to stitch with you. Michelle says, Specs, take a trip, volunteer, stitch like mad. That's what I'm planning to do in 2 years. Yes, volunteer is a really good suggestion, isn't it? It's just like find a cause that you're feeling passionate about and give. Because sometimes I think from the parents' point of view, you feel like whatever you're offering has no takers. They all moved out, etc. But there's so much you can offer. Maybe not to, the kids necessarily, not in that form, but you can offer it to people who needs it. Oh, do I want to cross over? No, that's too far, too scary. I'm gonna end my thread here. I know, I'm not ready. Chelsea says she's a great help with my 3 kids. They think they have 3 parents. Yes, I think if you can happily live together. You all have your own roles. Like you said, it's like one extra parent, isn't it? So that's wonderful. Wonderful. Two stitches over here. Let me be mindful here. Yes, Bex, just, I think, I don't know. It's a little bit like when someone retires. Some people looking forward to retirement, and some people don't. Like, my dad thought retiring was a great idea because it was really intense. It was all full on when he was working, and so he thought he was going to enjoy retirement. And then as soon as he retired, he was trying to come up with all sorts of things to do, and it took a while, but eventually, you find your rhythm and purpose. You need to have purpose, doesn't matter what you do. 37A7. Just taking a sip of my delicious coffee. Yes, absolutely. Beck says, feel like a huge loss after looking after them for so long. I guess we did my mother's job well. Exactly. You raise a human being who is strong enough to walk out, to face the world, and to create their own lives. How amazing is that? You've done so well. Nine, 934, 934, 934. Walkaway says, my own empty nest time came right as my mother died in 1915. Double whammy. Oh, yes. So you have to deal with grief and kind of, changing of your role at the same time. That must be really challenging. Yes, it's a sense of loss, isn't it? It's different from grief, but it kind of is. It's grieving for your previous role. And to be honest, you are still a mom, doesn't matter what it is. My mom was always my mom, no matter what. She is now transitioned to another world. She's still my mom. It doesn't change. And the love and is always there. And, they will still come back and visit. Maybe, by the time they come back for a visit, you'll kind of go, well, I'm busy. I've got so much to do. But it's important to create activities for yourself, not just as distraction, but, finding your own rhythm and, creating a new chapter of your life, really. It's fantastic. Oh, Betty Hankins says 934 spooky bingo indeed. Yes, well done. 934. I'm stitching it right now. Yes, Betty says empty bedding is a sort of grief. Yes, the sense of loss, isn't it? Can be a lot of parallel. But it's about finding out who you are, because sometimes the loss is coming through the sense of, your role as a mum, but ultimately Bex, your the true self is not a mum. It's a role that you you fulfilled and did really well. But who is Bex, right? Maybe it's a great time to find yourself. Or maybe, that's me presuming you didn't know necessarily, but sometimes we kind of merge into our roles, but we're not our roles. You know, there's a purest form of ourselves, the waiting to come out. Beck says to me, it's more realizing how much of my life has passed. I'm reminiscing a lot. I bet. Yes. I mean, looking after, raising someone to their 20-year-old is not easy for sure. And there's a long passage of time for sure. And a lot happened. It must be as if so much so many memories. Laura says, so what I'm hearing is, lock my kiddo in the basement, already dreading, and I still have some years to go. Yes, Laura's kids are still quite young, isn't it? And Laura's a true crime fan, so I'm a little bit worried when she's talking about locking my kiddos in the basement. There are cases like that, Laura. You know what I mean. Set them free. Set them free. Yes, I don't have human kids, so it's hard for me to kind of imagine. But I think my mom did quite well. I think mom was quite happy that I kind of just went off and do my own things. And my mom was always occupy herself. Hang on, let me just give me a second. My mom was so good at occupying herself with all sorts of activities. She did belly dancing, she did ballroom dancing, she had friends for lunch, and she loved collecting, knickknacks of antique stuff. She has so many different things that she wanted to do, probably didn't have time to do when she was looking after us. So I think she did really well with the empty nesting situation. But I can imagine if Dolly, one day she has to go to university, I'll probably be heartbroken as well. So I think it's probably a little bit like that. And Dolly, you don't have to go to university, okay? Beck says, maybe I should start dating again. Absolutely, you should. That's a great idea. And just pick your date wisely, okay? Again, going back to the true crime situation. You can ask Laura. I'm not making it up, okay? There's some weirdos out there. Grace says, I joined the senior center. I'm now the line dancing. Oh, absolutely, line dancing. Yes, I can see that totally be so fun to do. Yes, there's so many things you can try, probably didn't have time or capacity to do before. Now you do have time. The freedom is waiting for you. Walkaway says, saying good night for this time. Thanks for fun stitching time and the company means a lot to me. Take care, everyone. And you, Walkaway, Rennie. We'll see you soon. Nighty night. Betty Hankins says, I started dating again. That throws my hobby. Do not tell him, okay? If you're married and you start dating again, do not tell the hubby. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That's hilarious. Chelsea says there's been some interesting trials happening at the moment. Corey Richards, Afroman, Dr. Koenig. Oh, I've seen them all. I've seen them all. They're all done, aren't they? They're all finished. Corey Richards was found guilty. This couple of weeks ago, I think. Afroman, I only watched through another. Was it Emily something? I saw bits of it, not a whole trial. That one was, was kind of, what was going on. Dr. Koenig is the, yes, that's the one, that's the attempted murder one. Yes, that one was weird as well. Some weird cases. Yes, Chelsea is a true crime fan as well. We have many true crime fans here in the chat. And I don't know what else is coming up. There's some new trials, but I'm just not drawn to any of them right now. Are there kind of interesting ones coming up? Oh, Miriam loves a little bit of line dancing. There you go. Get a cowboy hat, get dancing, move those legs. Busy mom, hello. You made it. You made it, busy mom. you know, Bex, if you do find a date anywhere, the chat will probably need to vet it, okay? You need to pass it over the information and we will do the assessment for you. And if we think it's a good, to go ahead and you can go for a date. Otherwise, you know, send them away. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Emily D. Baker, that's it. So I only discovered the Afroman's trial through coming across her channel. It's nice to have analysis, isn't it? Because you know, sometimes you just don't know what's going on until someone tells you. Needles. Needles says, my issue is if you start dating, it reduces stitching time. Yes, that's one of the downsides of, you know, dating. You have to give time to the other person. What a drag. I know. Bex says, where do I watch the true crime stuff? Are you going to start now, Bex? Yes, a new hobby. Yes, exactly. If you want to just watch trials themselves, there's a channel called, what is it called? Law and Crime. Law and Crime. They stream, not all the trials, but trials that they think people are going to take interest. So they do, you know, live streams for those. And also Core TV as well. Core TV, they do less, but a little bit. And you can find all sorts of trials probably through some channels as well. They do a lot of lawyers nowadays. They do analysis, a commentary on the side, which can be quite helpful because sometimes you don't know what's going on. Oh, lefties into true crime as well, is it? Yeah, so we can all, you know, be nerdy together. So Grace Austin's been watching Connie Richardson. Not Richardson, Connie Richards. Yes, there's some trials that just grabs you because there's just so many either weird facts or the lawyers as well. I mean, the defense lawyers for Connie Richards, they were wild. They were just like, they're real lawyers, you know, but they just look like, I don't know. Their tactics are so questionable. It's just like, what are you doing? If you think your client's, you know, is innocent, you don't have to do all that. You know, it's not necessary. Just argue the facts, you know. Oh yes, Emily D. Baker is probably a good one, but she does quite selective trials. I don't know how she picks her trials, but she doesn't do that many. But there are different ones. There are different ones out there. Chelsea says, Tracy Grist is the trial I'm currently interested in. Which trial is that? Give me a summary. Is it the trial that's already on or is it coming up? Because the trials that's on Law and Crime right now, just nothing really kind of gets my attention. Yes, Law and Crime. Susan says, has a date night with Mr. Yogi. so it doesn't disrupt my stitching, my daily stitching. My passion for stamping says, hi everyone. I thought it would be best to date a fellow stitcher. Oh, that's an interesting one. But where do you meet them? Is there a stitcher's dating site? I wonder. Maybe someone should create one. Or maybe go to, well, but then again, if you go to retreat and stuff, mostly ladies, aren't they? And or where do you meet a gentleman stitcher? It's tricky, isn't it? Unless you look up floss tubers and then try to get them to date you. Something like that. So you know they're stitching. Yes, where do you find one then? I guess if you can stitch together, that's the best, isn't it? That's the best date ever. You can just get together and talk about stitch counts and start and ending techniques and how to thread your needles. Oh, all the threading stuff. Rachel says, I used to love Judge Judy. Is that a TV show? I never watched it, but I'm aware of the show. It's not like criminal trials. It's more like a comedy trials, isn't it? I thought it was comedy. Let me just pick one more color here. So it's, but we started a little bit later, so I'll keep going for a little bit, just a little bit more. Let's have a look. Where shall I go? I can come over here. Yes. 3371. 3371. It's a brown, dark brown. Grace Housen says the lawyer for Corey Richards is also one of the lawyers defending Charlie Kirk's killer. Oh, really? Oh, right. Well, good luck then. I don't know whoever it is they're defending. I vaguely know. I can't remember the name, but I know the chap you were talking about. Wow. And they're actually lawyers for hire as well. They're not public defenders. But it's just the way they do it. It's just so... yes. It's just that why do you have to do so much weird things? Do so many weird things. I mean, can you not just defend your client normally? I'm sure that's an option. Chelsea says it's currently happening. She helped her daughter kill her son. Oh, is that the mother-in-law? The mother-in-law. And is the daughter being charged as well? Because I haven't been following that trial. Yes, I'm aware there's one trial that the mother-in-law is being charged of conspiracy or something like that, plotting. Right. I know that one. The victim, her son-in-law was lured to the daughter's house and got shot 7 times or something like that. That's as far as I know. Yes, I might go and watch that one as well. Is it a good lawyering going on there? Because sometimes I don't watch a trial, even if the case is kind of interesting, is that when the lawyers are boring. I just cannot. I cannot watch it. I watch trials for the core drama, you know. Susan says only day stitches with their own supplies. Oh, yes, Susan. Yes, Susan is harsh, isn't it? So it doesn't matter if they're just, you know, lookers who stitch as well, but they have to bring their own supplies. Okay, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind lending my master set, you know, if necessary. But for Susan, you will have to be someone bringing their own supplies, okay? And if they come to lunch, do they need to bring their own lunch as well? You know, would you invite them to home for dinner and they have to bring their own lunchbox or their own dinner? Or would you provide a little bit of a nourishment? Maybe some Black Forest chocolate and a mug of hot cocoa, hot chocolate. Let me have a sip of my drinks. Ah, that's right. Judge Judy is more like a small claim court. It's almost like it's comedic. Maybe it's not comedy. Maybe it's not fictional, but it's more like small things, right? It's not like murder or anything. Okay, Lefty has listed out the shopping list. Okay, a stitchy true crime, stitchy true crime animal lover partner is needed. Yes, it's mandatory. All the good stuff. Yes, you have to be a stitcher. You have to love true crime, and you have to love animals. Absolutely, these are minimum. We're not asking for a lot, Lefty, right? And also, Susan requires them to bring their own food. Okay, bring their own lunch. Yes, gaslighter is probably a very good description, Grace. They're kind of just messing about with your head and trying to mess about with the prosecution as well, which I really do not admire. I'm just thinking if you truly believe your client's innocence, you do not do that because the jury can probably sense there's something weird going on there. It's not like they have a good case to start with. And by messing about, I think they just probably increase the chance of her being convicted, I'm afraid. Right, so the daughter has already pleaded guilty and has been sentenced. So is she testifying against mother, her own mom? Which sometimes can happen if one person pleads, the plea deal maybe, then you testify against the other person. It's rough, isn't it? Just do not commit crime. It's no fun. It's just not necessary. Three, 3, 7, 1. Grace needs to know. Yes, maybe we need to have some sort of, we need to put up some sort of request for gentlemen stitchers and just go, hey, if you're a stitcher, you love true crime, and you're able to bring your own lunch, come join us. We have a bunch of lovely ladies would like to know you. Susan, okay, Susan's providing the reasoning, okay? It's not her being harsh at all. Susan says, they're not serious stitchers if they haven't got their own master set. Who will be provided? Oh, that's okay then, Susan. I'm so relieved. They have to bring their own master set. You're not sharing your 310, okay? No such thing. We have standards here. But we supply food, okay? We can give you a sandwich. Laura says, if they buy you a giant gecko rouge, you may have to marry them. Be careful, ladies, Laura. And you know what? That's what happened to who's that? Captain Squirrel. Okay, they got married first, okay? And I think the husband just bribing her to stay married. And he actually bought her, maybe, I don't know if it's a giant piece, but it's a gecko rouge. And daily basis, the husband, the lunchbox, would go, hey, are you going to stitch that piece that I bought you? Isn't that annoying? I'll stitch whatever I want, whenever I want. Leave me alone. Yes, beware. If they try to buy you a kit, okay, the strings attached, okay, just make sure you're ready for that kind of attachment. Miriam says, I don't like true crime. I have enough trouble with feeling safe amongst people. Yes, if you have, anxiety about safety, do not watch true crime content. Just, watch fluffy animal videos, which I love as well. Yes, it will probably give you sleepless nights. I don't mind. I can, eat my food and watch, true crime content. I have no issues. The daughter has testified. That's rough, isn't it? Imagine if your mom helped you to plot whatever, whatever they're accused of. If she has confessed, plead guilty, means she agree with, whatever is being charged. And now you have to turn against your mom in order to get a more lenient deal. It's tough world in there. Dear. Linda says, well, Yogi, just ruined my fun for the next week. Which bit? What are we talking about? What have I done? Oh, are we talking about true crime? Passion for Stamping says, if I committed a crime and was tried and sent to prison, could I bring my webs? Well, it probably depends on, well, I think they will probably allow you to stitch, right? If you behave well, because you are handling needles. And I know that for a fact because Nikki was an expert of, the situation. Maybe if you get locked up in prison, whether you're able to stitch. And for Nikki, in her mind, is that then I have plenty of time to stitch. Isn't that wonderful? But I think it depends on the crime, right? If your crime is stabbing people with needles, they probably wouldn't allow you to have needles. They probably give you some Lego to play with. Grace says, when you ask if they have a master set and they said they're in my garage, hang up. They have no idea what you're talking about. Yes, test them with lingo, okay? Just throw in a couple of terms like min to max, spooky bingo, see if they know what it is, and fabric count. Just talk about, even weave. Just bring it up casually in a conversation, and see if they actually look mystified. If they are, they're not true stitchers, okay? It's a test. It's a test. Okay, then, let me pick one more color here. And why don't we end with 310 as well? We started with 310. It'll be a beautiful ending for the session. And it's a beautiful session because we have not got kicked out. Oh, amazing. I'm going to pull another strand of 310 here. Elsie says they wouldn't let you have scissors. That's right. What about these little ones like this, the little snips like this? I suppose you can probably stab people. So it really depends on why you're in there. If you if you're in there for, I don't know, stitching rage, you know, you throw your master set at someone because you just realize you have to frog 2,000 stitches, then yeah, I don't know. They'll probably refrain you from stitching because it's a trigger, isn't it? Yes, Passion for Stamping says, ask them if they know what railroading is. But I think a lot of stitchers don't know that either. That's a tricky part of it. So unless you have to have a kind of more experience or you know, stitchers, you probably want to cater your questions a little bit. Yes, it depends on how strict you want to be. Michelle says our conversation turns crazy too early end of the stream. Yes, that normally happens. That's way, you know, it's normally when it peaks with a kind of, you know, random crazy conversation toward the end. Well, normally we just end up talking about food, one or the other. Miriam says, I follow a feral cat rescue group that streams 24/7 and it's near Vancouver in British Columbia, Canada. And when you say you follow, do you mean like a channel that you follow, that you watch? Like a kitty cat or something? Sometimes they have those wildlife cameras that's on all the time. And they stream those on YouTube. Let me double check. You have to chew the thread, Michelle. Grace says maybe you could use nail clippers as long as don't have fat on it. But you still have to handle needles though. Even though these are pointed, you can stab someone's eyes with those needles. Yes. So maybe if you get locked up, it's much better if it's not a violent crime, you know. Maybe you're just crossing the street the wrong way and you get arrested. They'll probably let you stitch. And Rachel says stock options trading is another hobby with weird names. It's a hobby, like stock market. That's a hobby. Have weird names for things. We have straddles, strangles, diagonals, butterflies, colors. Well, some of them we have in yoga. Butterfly is a pose, and straddle is a pose as well. I don't know about strangles. We don't normally strangle in yoga. So Betty's advice, everyone, stitchers, if you like to go to prison, okay, but still wanting to stitch, Betty's advice is just do a white color crime. So you don't have to send to maximum security prison. Yes, and you probably get out for a walk from time to time, and you get to stitch, and have a chat. And so that's advice, okay? If you're just dying to go to prison, then yes, and do a white collar crime. So the channel will probably be when tomorrow when you come back, the channel is not here anymore. We are teaching people how, what they should do to go to prison, okay? If you come back tomorrow and the channel is not here, do not be surprised. Susan says only paper charts in prison. Oh, Susan would do really well. I'm gonna suffer, okay? I'm gonna struggle so much. And so Susan is training herself. So, if she has to go to prison, she's gonna be fine with stitching paper charts. They'll probably give you a tablet. A lot of prisoners, they have iPads and stuff. So I can probably use Saga. Grace says, Yogi, I so much kale. I'm sick of it. No, never get sick of kale. You know what I'm really into at the moment? I've been into it for a couple of weeks now, maybe a few weeks. Red pepper. I can do yellow ones as well, and orange ones I don't mind, but the red ones, oh my God, I'm dreaming about it. There must be something in the red peppers that I'm craving for. My body needs. I'm just craving for it, and I enjoy so much when I eat it. Rachel, some of you guys are thinking about the prison things way too much. I know. It's just like, yeah. If you must, if you really want to go, this is how you do it. I think some stitchers probably thinking about prison like a holiday. You just go in there like a retreat for a very long time, and you just stitch all day long. Wouldn't that be lovely? Yes, Susan says Monday night channel won't be here. It's going to be 404 error. Okay. The channel has been removed. Okay, I'm going to do just about 5 more stitches. 5 more stitches. And see you later, Elsie. So I'm going to do 3 more stitches, and then I'll share with you what my stitch count is today. I think I'm doing pretty good today because I'm doing kind of freestyle stitching and just flow with, just go wherever I want, and also, not a lot of color changes. So I'm going to do the final 2 stitches. And the last one. There. It's 310 going back. Oh, Miriam says, Tiny Kittens is streamed live on YouTube. They stream the cats in their care. Currently have 5 mother cats. They have just had kittens. The cats are beautiful. Oh my God, wouldn't you just want them all? The kittens, can you imagine? Yes. I try not to look at them if, you know, like adoption pages or whatever from charities, because you just want them all. You just want to look after all of them. There you go, guys. Have a look. My handiwork so far with this piece. I think you can see a whole lot. Let me just zoom out a little bit more. Yes. So this is the center top that I started from. And this is like a good 5 months. When did we start? Maybe nearly 6 months worth of stitching. Obviously, I have not stitched this piece every day, okay? But within the rotation of all the other ones in a random order. And this is where I am today. And I think, you know, even though the pattern's slightly random in terms of where I flow, but there's you can see it taking shape, can't you? And it's so beautiful wherever it is, like every part of it. Just so gorgeous. This chart is just so delicious. So this is where I am today. My plan was kind of flow my stitches. In my head, I was visualizing maybe more stitches around here, but I turned out to get drawn to stitches around here and ended up completing quite a lot more. Let me just zoom in a little bit. Can you see that? These arches, these patterns here, shapes here are looking a lot more complete. So I'm really, really happy with that. And of course, I am going to show you where I am with my progress, okay? And first of all, if you haven't seen this mock-up before, there you go. It's so beautiful. And if you have seen it, look at it again. It's gorgeous. And and here's my iPad here, my app. Let me show you where I am in totality of the piece. And I am going to share with you my stitch count. Guys, are you ready? And Elaine says, love the chat. I've been listening and reading comments. Yes, I know. We just talk about, you know, the conversation goes where it goes. And it's always a surprise to me. Actually, I'm not surprised. I'm so used to the conversations flow wherever it goes. And that's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of it. And I'm so happy to enjoying it. Okay, I'm going to count down to 3, 2, and 1. Yay, there we go. Guys, look at me. Yes, the grand total of stitches Yogi has done today is 348. Yeah, amazing. Passion for Stamping says, my guess is 297. Yes. Who's laughing now, Passion? 348. Yay. And I'm very, very happy. Let me just stop this counter here. Very pleased. And percentage-wise, 2.43. So I sort of, you know, inch forward slightly. And it's going to be, I'm really happy. I'm going to reach 2.5 very soon, the way it goes. Okay. So I'm really enjoying this way of stitching as well. It's kind of, you know, I just flow wherever I go and occasionally come back to fill in loose stitches. I think it's working really well. Yes, thank you guys. Yeah, thank you so much for encouragement. And I hope you enjoyed today's stitching, and do not go to prison, okay? Stay here is much better. I'm sure if you go to prison, you might be able to stream, but you won't be able to watch yogi, right? That would be terrible. So stay crime free, okay? Just watch true crime. Just enjoy it as a sport. And tomorrow, yes, Monday, no stream tomorrow. Oh, I know. And but we will come back on Tuesday, okay? And Tuesday, and catch up with the replay. You've got a little bit of catch up to do. Some of you have homework, okay? And we'll come back on Tuesday with another piece. Ooh, I have some idea on what I might be stitching on Tuesday. I might change my mind by then, but I think I have some rough idea. See if you can guess, okay? And until then, be good and eat vegetables, okay? 99 from the sleepy London town is 40, nearly 40 past 12 midnight. And I'm going to sign out. And I'll see you Tuesday. Be good. Love you all. Bye-bye. 99.